That's right. We are brought to you by BetUS, every sports bettor's favorite sports book. Go to bit.ly/Bears Country Podcast -BetUS. If you like to place bets, if you like to win money, lose money, that's up to you guys. It is the betting season, so please do that. Even a $5 bet will get you a 125% sign-up bonus, and you'll give the channel $100 for $5. And that'll help go a long way to keep the lights on around here. And PJ.
And if you're going to bet, please bet responsibly.
Gentlemen, what is up?
A beautiful game.
What I'm up.
Oh, you know what, Foster? That was my mistake. I'm sorry. Here, let me get you your proper introduction.
I'm sitting there like this and going, okay, what's going on? What's up, Carl?
Hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
I have no idea what that was.
I don't either, but he was really proud of it. He worked on it he was all excited for this to do that for you today.
That was good, man.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
They're good.
It's
What's
Gentlemen,
happening?
All right, Carl.
it's another Thursday night once again, and you're hanging out with BCP. So, how are you guys doing tonight? It's victory week. Things are looking good. It's exciting. It's exciting. We'll get into that later, though. But
Jason UK Bears is in the chat. Got a Mr. Shorty. Got a Foster Covers. Got Bearski Film. Cliff Victoria. Antmus. We have a J2K.
Antmus.
And we have our guest, our honorary guest of the evening, DVD, is on the show with us coming up in a little bit.
Yes.
It's his birthday, so
It's
can't wait to hang out with him tonight.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
It's your birthday.
But yeah, I think that my overall, after watching that game, I liked it. I liked all facets of the game. I mean, I think we started off slow. We can get into it later, but overall impression, we started off slow, but all facets, I think, played pretty well. What do you think, Foster? Just overall.
Absolutely. There's still things that got to be worked on for sure, man. We'll see what happens. The next game coming up here against Washington will be a true test because of the competition that we have faced. But there's been improvement from week to week. And then, TikTok, some big spots there. Also been some issues and this happens every game. I can't put my finger on it why, but it seems there's 4 or 5. You can't get every play, but there's like 4, 5, 6 plays every game that the defense has a little lapse. I don't know if it's timing or what. And then the offense has its positive moments. And we've seen the negatives. Hopefully we're on the up here. Tevin was looking good. Things were looking a little up, but again, it's Jacksonville. We'll see what we got here now. Allen's out for Washington, so that's again the Bears catch another break. This is a game they can win, though. That's where I'm at the moment right now with the Bears. Yeah. The Bears.
Bruja 7 and Scottish Bear. Thanks for joining us. What about you, Shorty? What do you think, man?
What's up, Bruja? What's up, Scottish Bear?
Scottish Bear.
J2K, Bearski, all you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us.
J2K.
How do I sound? Do I sound okay? I didn't bring all my normal equipment with me to Florida, so it's just I'm using stuff that's here. So hopefully it works okay. Creighton Wilfong, what's up? I mean, I'm off by one game as far as where I thought they'd be now. I thought they were going to lose this game against the Jaguars.
No. What was your overall thought of the game? Just your overall thought.
Well, I'm getting there. It's just that
I don't want to break it down yet.
I know. I'm just saying, like, where my overall thought is. I'm just the fact that I had them this being the only game they were going to lose to this point. The way that they won in this fashion really excites the hell out of me.
No, we're getting somewhere.
Okay.
I'll lean in. It's intriguing. Come on, Dan. Roll with it there.
Yeah, man. It's exactly what I envisioned it being, what I thought it was going to be, just from his college tape, and it's just we'll get into it. Yeah, do you guys want to bring on DVD? Wish him a happy birthday.
Let's bring on the birthday, my man DVD. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Happy birthday, DVD.
Thank you.
Say it's your birthday.
It's his birthday too.
And I want everybody to know that I'm really enjoying turning 23 years old for the third time.
We have many more, DVD.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, welcome. For thank you for hanging out with us tonight on your birthday. It's our honor to have you on with us. One of our longtime chat friends. We really appreciate you.
Absolutely.
So thank you, and it's great that it's Victory Week too, right?
Oh yeah, I am really happy the way this team is coming through. I have to tell you, I don't really see that it's impossible for the Bears to not lose another game. I am not saying they're going to win out, but they are good enough. And I think people are panicking a little too much. They're going, oh my God, we still need a defensive end. Oh no, we need another guard. Guys, don't throw away the future because you think we're one player away. I think that if we're going to make a run for it this year, we've got everything we really need. And I am so happy I get to watch this. This is going to be such a fun rest of this year.
Before we go any further, though, Carl, I'd like to pull you in and get your thoughts on your overall thought of the game.
Easy peasy, man. Simply put.
Easy. Okay.
I mean, it was a little rocky start, right? Like, I know I asked Bearski if he was going to be watching the game or if we could do something on stream on Sunday, and he said, no, I got to work. But he was able to start the game and watch the start, right? So he sees the first two series, and he has a mental breakdown on Twitter. He's like, oh, my God, the sky is falling. Why is Waldron still employed? You know, get this guy on EBT, whatever. Right. So I was very happy to see that it wasn't just a rebound, but it was kind of like night and day.
Okay.
He dominated. The quarterback is so darn good, man. I mean, as Mr. Keenan Allen said himself, that back shoulder catch was so good. The throw was even better. I don't know. Overall, very, very happy with the performance, top to bottom. How about Josh Blackwell?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The kind of depth we've got with two major guys out on our defensive backfield, and we're still able to look that good. That's really a nice thing.
Cool.
I mean,
depth and consistency.
It's just, you know, like the first touchdown pass, just the two fake screen passes that the second one just gets the guy off his feet. He just totally bites on it, and just a laser right down the field to Komet. I mean, those are the kinds of things you just don't see typically out of rookies. So I know he's going to come across a defense here at the end of as the season progresses. He's going to come across our own, division opponents, and those are going to be the true tests.
He's going to have hiccups, though, man. He's 5 games into a rookie season. Who has him? 5 years and they have him, man. So,
yeah. If I can say this about Caleb, I'm liking that he's throwing on time and not trying to play hero ball, where he has to scramble every play. But man, as soon as he hitting that back foot, he's throwing the ball. I really enjoy that about his game, and a lot of what I did not see at USC. Seemed like every time I seen him at USC, he was running around trying to play hero ball, and seeing him throw on time, that's refreshing. And I have to admit that or that pass to Komet, where he faked the screen to the left, faked the screen to the right, and threw it down the middle, was beautiful. And I mean, it's beautiful in the sense of the way he carried out the fake, the way he had the linebackers to bite on it. It's like that lineman that was in the backfield was like literally about 5 feet from him and was going for the fake instead of going for him, which gave him enough time to then throw it down the field to commit, while still having this guy 5 feet from him and getting his feet right and being able to throw the ball down the field. The poise of that was just tremendous. I thought that was like, I was like, wow. I don't know how many quarterbacks that could actually do that. I mean, that was really impressive to see him to be able to be so calm in that moment to perform those two fakes and then still have that guy so close to him and throw it. And then if you guys look at that play again, look at the linebacker that Komet runs right by. He has no concept that that Caleb didn't throw the ball, so he lets Komet go, and he's wide open. And I mean, like I said, that whole play I thought was just beautiful.
Do you think it was a play by design or a play that?
I think it was by design. I think it was. I think that was all Waldron. I mean, don't get me wrong. Caleb did a great job of performing it, but I think that was by design. Yes.
Yeah. I agree
it is a design play. I just want to point in because I know it has been seen a couple of times. I've definitely seen it from the 49ers and Shanahan, and I absolutely saw it very recently from the Lions. Bye.
Excellent.
Well, all they're doing really is having like a 1, 2, 3, and 4, and literally, and this is what an NFL offense is supposed to do. And we haven't seen one of our quarterbacks actually look like they're doing it in so long, but you're supposed to be able to go, okay, 1 covered, 2 covered, 3, oh yeah, boom. And what we're seeing is the maturation of Caleb Williams being hyper aware of the pocket, hyper aware of where everyone is, and more aware than anyone I have ever seen as a Bears quarterback of where everyone is going on the field at once. That is something that, as much as I love Justin, we never got that from him. I was amazed.
I remember saying before I'm like, he sees the field like an eagle. He sees the entire field like an eagle. Even behind
I ain't going that far now. You guys see, I give a compliment, and you guys just run with it. I'm trying to tell you. See, you blew it.
I've been running with it.
I blew it.
Yeah.
The leaps and bounds of progress that he's made, and it has been in the short amount of games that they've played.
Yeah.
Jeez, look.
And they need to make sure that they continue the path they're on offensively and defensively, because they've got an opportunity here to be in a great position in the next 4 weeks, man.
Give it to us.
We'll pull up a clip from the first week in 4 weeks. I got a clip sitting there waiting if it works out.
Yeah.
Jeez, look who just hopped in chat.
It's Chicago.
Minister Charles Johnson.
Charles.
Minister Charles.
What's up, Minister Charles?
Yeah,
I mean, listen. I got to just so you know, Carl's having a lot of fun with taking audio clips of all of us. So just to avoid confusion, he's trying to perfectly insert all of his
super
hard
chats?
work. There you go. There you go.
Be very, very quiet. Will hunting Packers.
Yeah, there you go.
What?
Yeah,
No super chats?
I just think that the whole, the progress that he's shown there was nice. I'm not here to compare him to Justin. I mean, I'm not going to get into that. I'm more into what I saw out of him and what I liked out of him, and I can appreciate him for what he brought without having to compare him to my quarterback, my guy, my man. But I still think he did
Who
well.
compared? Did you compare him, DVD?
Yeah, between Caleb and Justin.
Yeah, I think it was you. That was your fault. I would never compare him to Justin. I know better.
The only thing that I'm trying to say is that I watched Justin, and yeah, he was aware.
Don't worry. I'll take care of that for you, PJ.
But he was aware of where he was at all times, and that. But in terms of just having that overall snapshot of everything that's going on the field, I not only have I not seen that from Justin Fields, I haven't seen that from a Bears quarterback since maybe Jim McMahon, maybe. And that was only when Jim McMahon had all of his wits about him, and that was maybe a third of the games he started.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying about that play in particular was the fact that not only did he, I mean, it was the way he carried out the fakes with his body. You know, he moved his feet, and things of that sort, and then turned his body, made another fake, and then made yet another move to throw it downfield. And that's what I'm saying. All those different fakes, getting his feet set, and then throwing that dime down the field. That to me was just, again, beautiful.
He also has the ability to not only look three people off, but then because of how his body is set, people thinking, well, there's no way in the world he's going across the field and that way down the field when he is pointed the other way. You know what? He's got a strong enough arm. Yes, he can and will. And again, that we're talking about a guy who is unlike any other Bears quarterback I can remember in having that level of talent by his fourth, fifth game in the league, period. I have
no
not
super
seen that.
What's up, STC?
What's
Did
up,
he have-
STC?
He added a name to it, Scott. STC Scott.
STC Scott.
Okay.
Interesting. Yes. Just, I mean, his completion percentage against the blitz, the way that he's calling plays, he's calling the protections, he's changing plays, his pocket awareness, his footwork in the pocket, he's always just like, you can see him just, he's scanning around him, and then like that long run he had, he just was bouncing around. He goes through his progressions sometimes twice over, and then if he has to, he runs like on that long run. I mean, it's just something like you guys said. We haven't really seen anything like this, and it's no comparison to anybody else. It's talking about Caleb Williams. I mean, Caleb Williams is the whole reason. I mean, why he had to pull the trigger and do what Poles did, and with just having everything fall in our laps the way it did, it just seemed serendipitous. So I'm excited.
I will just say that going into this last offseason, I was simply, hey, I think that probably we can get more for the team to improve the team by trading that first pick. And hey, we could have Jaden Daniels and Rome Odunze and three other guys in the draft and another first rounder coming next year. But I also said that if Poles, who is smarter than I am and has a lot smarter people working for him than I do, thinks that this guy is worth all that draft capital and that he can make do in the other areas because this guy is that much better, I will trust Ryan Poles. And I think we are seeing that it was right to trust Ryan Poles.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. Don Burr, as well as Chips Ahoy Boy. Thanks for joining us.
Chips Ahoy Boy. What's up, Chips? What's up, Don Burr?
What is that?
What's that? JTK, you fart and shit in your scare. I was just about to actually be nice to Don Burr, and then you pull that up. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
You can only try so many times, Give up for a while, then try again. Doesn't work.
Are
What?
we
No super chats?
are we looking at film tonight or no?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
Chicago.
I was just wondering.
Do you want to get into it?
No. I was just wondering because I was before I started making reference to too many plays. If we're going to go through the film, I mean, whenever you want, I'm good.
Oh, KO's new to the chat. Hello, Mr. KO. I was going to say if we want to move on from the Jaguars game, we could send it off with the predictions because I know some members of the chat were curious about that.
Oh, yeah, well, let's get into that. Yeah. Before we do that.
And I will point out that I would have been a lot closer to the final score had we not decided we're up enough. We don't need to push it down the field that hard anymore.
Well, that's Shorty. His prediction looking pretty doggone good right there.
Look at Foster's. You didn't see Foster's?
Oh, wow. I didn't see Foster.
Yeah, Foster's the winner. Yeah. The documents, the proof's on the pudding, man. Foster's the winner.
34-16, Foster.
Jeez.
We could have hit 45.
But Creighton Wilfong was pretty close too.
But that's the thing, though, Doug. You got to take that in consideration because you got to think about, well, if the Bears get up too far, they're not going to sit up there and just, run up the score. They're going to just run the ball and milk the clock. So that's what I was trying to think of when I was trying to do my prediction. I said, yeah, it should be a blowout, but knowing how the Bears do things, they won't just keep on scoring.
What's weird about that, PJ, is that they absolutely needed to keep scoring because your special teams player of the week, your long snapper, also scored 2 touchdowns, which was awesome.
When's the last time the long snapper scored 2 touchdowns? I mean, come on.
It may have been the first ever time, Doug.
So he was actually the special teams player of the week?
Yeah, that's a legitimate graphic. Both of these are.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Right. Wow.
And the graphic from NFL, I think the NFL tweeted it out, and they said he had 5 successful long snaps, as if that didn't happen for every other long snapper this week. But
that's impressive, though. That's impressive that they didn't even have special teams.
Did you hear the little story that Richard Hightower said about Cole?
Mm-mm.
So Richard Hightower went up to Cole Kmet and said, "Hey, Scott's hurt. You gotta play." And he goes, "Oh my God, Tyler Scott got hurt? How?" He goes, "No, Scott Daly." And Cole Kmet goes, "Oh shit."
Yeah. Cole Kmet says that his first reaction was, "Oh, holy shit. Oh,
Yeah.
God, I better go try to practice. Oh, shit."
Yeah,
and on his own show, he is saying that what kept going through his mind was just, "Oh, shit."
And that he goes into the games praying that he doesn't have nothing happens to the long snapper.
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't pretend. He did not want to beat the long snapper, but bravo to him.
All right, before we go any further, Foster, you got to tell us about your prediction and what do you think about how it came out? Yes. You're the closest.
Yeah, no, actually, it's a couple times this year. Twice, I think I got the first game and the last game.
Yeah, you did.
I just figured the way that the offense was going. I looked at what Jacksonville's done in the past. I tracked their record. They scored twice as many points usually against other teams. If you go look at it, well, at least they did 2 of the weeks. They scored in the 30s twice, and I just figured our defense where it was at. I don't know. Luck. I was 1 point off, man. Damn it.
Right?
Yeah. Didn't the Bears miss? Somebody missed an extra point though. That made it right too. I know.
No,
I think Jacksonville missed. I think Jacksonville missed an extra point.
Yeah, but we missed a field goal.
That's true. Yeah.
Dan, do we want to tell the chat the official rules that we just came up with on the fly?
Because we were wondering if it was the over.
Debating me or Dan
no,
for the winner.
we're going to Dan, you can speak for me if you want, but I think what the rule is that we're going to adopt the Price is Right philosophy. If you're over, it doesn't count.
Oh wow.
I mean, Dan can tell me if I'm wrong, but I like that.
I don't like that one.
I don't
What
like it
if,
either.
what if a guy says 36?
Shorty, you're the one who
17?
said it.
No, I was talking about the over, meaning the person who like who was closest over the. So I had 35. So I had the winning team correct.
So,
Yeah,
so you don't like the Price is Right over philosophy, but
So-
that's how we
so-
determine the winner.
Here, wait. If somebody had 36-16 and there was no 34-16, who would win?
Yeah, let's ask the chat so that we're all on the same page. I like that exactly, Foster.
You get that? Well, that's what I said.
Who would have won
put it
this
in
week?
there.
36-16 or 34-16? For me, I think 34-16
Well,
wins.
34, I think, would win it just in the case because it was under. But
Reason-
say there was no 34 and there was a 36-16. Now, who would win, Dan? Or say I said 36-16. Who would win, Dan or me?
Well, see, that's the thing. Now, I think it was. Well, actually,
That's still 1 point.
I think if it's a point for both, either over or under, yeah, the under would win then. But overall, I still would say like a 36-16 versus a 32-16. I would still go with the 36-16 because he is literally closer.
Well, here, Pete, if it's say I said 36-16 and Dan's got 35-14, who would you give it to?
That's what I was just going to ask.
Okay, I said okay. Say it again.
So I instead of 34, I've got 36-16. I'm 1
Okay.
point over.
36-16.
And Dan's got 35-14.
Because you're only one away, I would give it to you.
Right. I'd give it to the 36 too.
Yeah,
No.
But in case of a tie,
Right.
both being
Well,
one over or one under,
Yeah,
I would give the
Pete.
tie, then goes to the one under.
say
Okay.
Dan called.
think we're
what
on the
he
same
called,
page.
I called what I called, and Carl called 36-16. I would give it to my 34-16 because I was under the
yeah.
score. We were both
PJ.
within one, but he was over on the total points, so you got to go under.
Right.
That's the
PJ. I think
guideline.
we're all on the same page. I want just to be very clear for the entire chat. The score was 35-16, and Foster predicted 34-16. Foster's asking if there was a prediction of 36-16. Again, both 1 point away. Who would win?
Oh,
I
okay,
think that
yeah.
the Price is Right rules. If
Right.
you're over, you lose. I like that.
But the Price is Right. See, how
Half win. Oh no.
because I actually watched the Price is Right before. if you if you're literally over, you're down totally eliminated. So a guy who would have
That's what
predicted
we're saying.
11 to 10,
So,
they
Carl,
would
man,
win.
wait, Carl, I'm asking
Stop
you.
being-
If I
oh
said
my
36-13,
goodness.
you're saying I would lose.
Watch the bend. No, say that one more time, Foster.
So if I said 36-16 instead of 34, would Dan then win because I was over a point?
Are we saying it invalidates or it's a tiebreaker? I think
Well,
it's more fair to do it a tiebreaker.
STC says Foster covers the spread.
As
so
much
in-
as I don't want to say this isn't a gamble,
That's
we
what she
are
said.
sponsored by BetUS, so maybe we have to play the Vegas rules now. I don't know. We may have to go into the tank on this one.
It's
And
football. It's
come
not
back next
Price
week.
is Right, man. That's all.
That's what I'm saying.
I really
This
think
ain't a
what we
fucking
should do
game
is
show.
just-
Well, it could
we-
be.
we
That's
need
a
to take
clip.
the-
Thank
We got
you.
prizes to give away tonight.
30-15. Thank you, Foster. Thank you.
hold on.
take The two people that are closest in the total points for the winner, be it one over or one under, and then the one that wins is the one that has the actual point spread closest. So in this case, Shorty has a 21 point spread. It was actually 19, and Foster has an 18 point spread. So Foster wins.
I agree.
But that
If
doesn't
I
solve
said
the
36-16, there's no
But
way.
no,
I'm
no,
gonna-
This is ridiculous.
Still win because you'd have a 20
We're
point
done.
point spread as opposed
That's
to
it.
21.
I have the answer to the
I-
rest
I-
of this. I have the answer to the rest of the question. We're not going to remember what we came up with anyways. The next time we talk about a score that was this close. So let's just move on. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out next time.
So we'll do that. We'll do this all again for you. in 2
Exactly.
weeks,
Why
folks.
waste our
2
time
weeks.
right now
We'll
when
do
we're
it
going to
again.
do it again if it happens to happen
All
again?
we have is time. We're good. We're
yeah.
good.
It's killing time, man. All right. My neck's killing me, man. Hang on, Carl. I got to go get some. I got to go
That's
get some
another
Tramadol or
clip.
some painkiller.
My neck's killing me. 31-35. Thank you, Foster.
Remember that a
Rather be
useless or
exempt.
foolish inconsistency is the hobgoblin of little minds.
Love that term, hobgoblin. I love that.
Wait, say that again?
A foolish or useless consistency is the hobgoblin of little minds.
I agree with J2K though. We need to establish the rules before this happens again.
That was my exact thought.
And
But Shorty is right. We may forget.
well, I mean,
Who's
if
going to
we
be
keep
the
it,
official judge of that?
I'm just saying if we keep it simple,
God.
like I said, if we say that again in the case of because I'm not keen on the who's over and who's under. That to me matters little. It's who's closest, and then who's closest. The tie then goes to the person who's under. That's the only rule.
Now, I agree with PJ 100%. But does the chat and do the Vegas, odds, does that agree with us? I don't know.
Because in my case, then I would have won with 35-14 as opposed to 36-16.
Even though you would have been a larger point spread away. In other words, you would have a 21-point win. Foster would have had a 20-point win. And in fact, with a 19-point win, Foster is actually closer.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Because what I'm saying is, in my example, because if Foster was 34-16, is that what he had?
Yeah,
so
That is correct.
So what I'm saying is, if there would have been a person who had 36-16, both of them are 1 point off, right? 34-16, 36-16. 1 point off. One's over, one's under. The tie, because that's a tie, because they're both 1 point off. The tie then goes to the person who kept the score under. He didn't go over. That's all I'm saying. That's the only time we go by the over under in a case of a tie. Other than that, it's the closest person. So, as an example, if the score would have been 21-20, let's say that would have been the real score, 21-20. If a person is now 25-20, he's 5 over. But another person's is 17-14, he's under. He loses because he's not as close as the 25-20 was.
Okay.
Is that
Chat.
making sense?
You've heard it here first. And then if that doesn't apply to the tiebreaker, then we'll divulge into the confangled Las Vegas betting odds. I also like Cliff's approach for the audio listeners. Cliff says, which decision will cause the most controversy in the future? Let's use that one. I love it.
Yeah. I would like to say, just in response to Minister Charles Johnson, I did not call the hobgoblin a cocksucker. I called it a cocksucking call. I did not call it a cocksucker.
I fucking love you, Doug.
Oh, you're awesome, Doug.
I hear Kitty.
No, that wasn't her. Unless she's on her phone watching this.
She started laughing at the perfect time. I swear to God.
Where's Foster? Is he in Wisconsin?
He's giving out mustache rides.
We gotta take care of his back.
You guys
That's
want...
also another clip. 35-40. Thank you, PJ.
I'm here to make your life easier, Carl. Watch the bend. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Give it to us. Wait, pause.
It's Chicago.
Here pretty soon. There.
Back to our regularly scheduled program.
You
Look,
just got right
to
here.
take the keys. To take the keys to the car away from this kid, man.
I'm trying to tell you, man. This guy.
Let the
Oh, boy.
bodies hit the floor.
All right, let's go ahead and start playing that game film in the background. We can talk, and then when we see a play that's interesting, we can bring it up. But
Sure.
But yeah, thanks for you guys' input over the overall game. Again, good experience. I mean, nice.
Hold on. I would request one final request for this show. I don't know if this will interrupt it, but the British Bears show has seen this footage.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if it's been shown on any other shows, but for the chat, the diehards of this Thursday show, oh my God, the goosebumps that I got when I saw this clip. I don't know if you guys can still hear me, but
Yeah.
this is beautiful B-roll footage from NFL Network. Jason owns the UK now.
Dude, play it one more time, dude. Can you believe? Look at him. Look how
Bro,
jacked he
this
is.
was during halftime. Like, I got goosebumps when I saw it.
He has to
It's
have
so
that.
great
Part.
to see Jason.
He has to have that as a part of his show. He
Yeah.
has
No,
to
it
have that.
absolutely has to be integrated into their intro. It's too
Yes.
iconic at this point. Like, it
Absolutely.
was so good. And how is he going to fake that? I mean,
Right.
he's talked about this before. I don't want to talk for Jason, but he spent a good amount of money to go to this game. He said, screw it. I'm not missing it because I think he missed the last one.
Right.
He lived it to the fullest.
Yeah, he
And
did.
boy, did he get a good showing.
And Minister Charles Johnson, my man, he's serving catfish and spaghetti tomorrow. I just want to put it out there to you there, Minister Charles. I had catfish and lasagna tonight. Booyah!
What did you
Nice.
have for dessert, PJ?
Custard.
After
on
that,
the
you
spotted
after
dip.
that, you don't need dessert. You just man, that was enough.
What about this?
Hot custard on your spotted dick.
No.
I bet Jason had some hot custard on his spotted dick after that Bears.
Hold on a second.
Take the car keys, bro. Just take his car keys. Take his car keys, man.
I
to
cannot hear
sobriety
anyone
test
talk
me
about
first.
spotted dick and not sort of cross my legs hard. Yeah.
Hold on a second, man. I am just as confused as the first time you said, I'm thinking about. Come on, play the clip for us, Mr. Audio
Actually
clip.
thinking about doing
guy.
fish and spaghetti.
Now I'm even more confused now. You took a meal and you added another meal to it.
That's because it's small
Like
portions.
you took a meal
small portions.
and you added fish to
Small.
lasagna. Okay, the fish and spaghetti. I mean, you really confused me on that one. And we've over the years. Okay. But now you're throwing lasagna into the mix? Man, you're fucking with me.
Bro.
You didn't really have catfish and lasagna.
Yes, I did.
PJ, you already answered backstage, but I strongly feel like you should have layered it in.
Like,
If you're gonna do it. Go big or go home.
Like I said before.
Are you scared?
No, it won't cook right.
When we first had this
After it's cooked?
It won't work like that, bro.
when we first had this,
I'm
when
here
we
to
first
find
had this
solutions.
conversation, I said I would put meatballs on my spaghetti, but I would have meatballs with spaghetti, but I wouldn't have catfish with spaghetti. And so now I'm saying, if I was having lasagna, I wouldn't have meatballs with lasagna because I'm having lasagna.
Okay.
Now you're going and trying to one up yourself, and now you're having catfish with lasagna.
Yeah, that's what you do.
What's next? Catfish with eggplant parmesan?
No, brothers don't eat eggplants, man.
Define brother for the audio listeners.
Any man. That's all I'm gonna say. Any man don't eat eggplants. But no, I mean it's a small portion of a slice of lasagna, and then you have one catfish fillet. You have them separate on the plate, but yeah, you can't put it in there, Carl, because the fish can't cook at the same temperature that you got the lasagna in. That's a whole nother thing there, man. That's kind of complicated.
I feel like what you'd have to do is get the fish fully prepared, fry it, whatever you're doing, and then have the lasagna about 5 minutes before it's done, and then layer it in. But it'd be a lot of work, and it probably wouldn't taste good. But
Yeah,
I digress. I wouldn't eat it.
Well, that's what I said, Scottish Bear. Any man. We're all brothers.
Fish and lasagna is Garfield's favorite.
Who's Garfield?
The
Garfield
cartoon
the
comic
cat?
book guy.
Oh.
Comics.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. That's a cartoon I don't think I ever got into.
Comic. It was a comic.
I think it's a comic first,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
in the
okay.
newspaper. Was it only in the newspaper? It couldn't have been.
I was
I
more
always
of a Bagwood in the newspaper.
I always remember reading Garfield in the comics, and then it became more cartoon. But who knows? It could
I believe there was an animated like series
per
of
the
some
per
sorts
the
as well.
Mandela effect. It could be the opposite, though.
Dang.
Yeah, the animated
gummies?
series came after. And does anyone remember that Lorenzo Music, who was the original voice of Garfield, his original breaking into show business was on the show Rhoda as, "This is Carlton, your doorman."
I did not know that.
See, Doug Van Dorn has that history like Foster does.
Where is Foster? Is next bothering him?
Yeah. So we straight now, Shorty?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, there we go.
Yeah, let's get into this. We're 45
Well, it
minutes.
started off slow, like we talked about. It started off, the offense started off slow. I thought the defense started off slow, and it's kind of like a filling out phase.
Yeah,
Is this the second play? I'm sorry, I blacked out.
this is the third play, I think. No, this is the second play. Yeah.
I had a lot of people who were talking about things that I was listening to say that they were disappointed that the Bears consistently and persistently start out in the shotgun. And I'm not seeing any shotgun. So this would have to be the third down play, unless this is the first play. But I feel like it would show the punt.
Didn't they got a first down on the first drive, didn't they?
No, we went 0 for 6.
3 and out, and then 3 and out.
3 and out. Yeah, exactly, Doug Van Dorn.
So this has got to be the third play then.
This is the fourth play, I believe. No, yeah, this is the third play. Sorry, yeah, because we're going to see the punt, I believe.
Oh yeah, you got sacked on this one, right?
Did you guys see that Roy Robertson Harris got shipped out to Seattle?
Yeah.
No.
Really? No, I didn't.
I miss him, man. I thought that he played okay, but he would be the perfect player to be like our third interior defensive lineman, our fifth defensive lineman in the rotation.
He would be nice to be rotate with Dexter.
Yeah, exactly. I've always loved him. I thought he was a really good piece, and I'm sure the Jaguars signed him to be that.
I have to be careful in how I describe him because, I know Carl now, so I like the way he plays, and I like his,
You sound like Tom Brady in the booth now that he's restricted too.
Watch the bend. Oh my goodness. Gotta watch what I say there.
Watch the bend, PJ. Watch
Notice
the bend.
where the guy caught the ball. The Taylor kicked it from his own 20. Guy caught the ball on his own 9.
Nice.
I mean, he ran it out for 12 yards, but
Yeah.
Sorry, Adam Mason. We did really good with that 4th round pick.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think he's totally on board with that. By the way.
Oh yeah, I know he is.
In the moment, it was silly, right? But isn't it funny that when you look at the graphics for essentially the Caleb Williams trade, Torrey Taylor's synonymous with it now. I love that. Oh,
Yeah.
you wasted on a punter? No.
What did you guys
we got
think
a
of
weapon.
Bill Murray not playing? What did you think of that, PJ?
I would have liked to have seen him, but I mean, I get the whole continuity thing. I mean, I understand it, but I would. I mean, especially seeing as well as he played last week. I was just wanting to see him, but I get it.
Tevin also was making a very strong point. If I can play, I want to make sure that I go into the bye week being told that well, we're not going to talk about an extension until at least the bye week, but you need to stay healthy. He was like, yeah, no, I'm sorry, Bill, you're not playing today. Sit down, and it makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, I think that we should watch Tevin Jenkins play in this game because if he's going to end up earning a contract, like a hefty contract, I think Bill Murray should be the first guy that he thanks because he seems to have lit the fire. Tevin Jenkins did play well before he got injured last week, right? But I also wanted to see Bill Murray really bad.
I
'cause he
thought
played
Bill
good.
Murray played better than Tevin Jenkins did.
I did, but this game, I'll
Tevin
let
Jenkins.
the tape show for itself. I think that Tevin Jenkins is back to being the starter.
Yeah, he played well this week. And see, my thought was honestly, it's more like I want Tevin in there, but it seemed like I would have wanted Murray in there as well. So that meaning taking Pryor out and getting Murray in there to see what he has because I don't know if Murray's going to be here next year. I'm not Murray. Pryor's going to be here next year. So why not get a look at Murray?
Yeah. Then again, remember, guys, Bates is going to be back probably by the Washington game. If not, then early after that. We've got and also, Larry Borum. I'm not that. I would just as soon we trade Larry Borum because I think that Karan would be losing too many snaps to him otherwise. But
Yeah, Doug, I just want to point out first that J2K makes a good point. We're watching the defense right now, right? Kyler Gordon played so good in this game before he pulled his hamstring as well. We don't want to speculate on the injury. I know that we've seen videos of him walking after the injury, but I don't know if that's indicative of the severity of that hamstring strain, right? But I totally agree with you. I think that when Ryan Bates is healthy enough to play, he should be activated immediately and should play. Will they cut Nate Davis? Will they allow Larry Borum to just leave, trade him? I don't know what they're going to do, but it's definitely something they have to decide on.
I was just going to say, trade Nate Davis. What's up, Jay Grizz?
Who's going to take that contract?
What's up, Jeremy Munoz, Eduardo, Isaac Rodriguez? Thanks for joining us.
Pittsburgh need a right guard.
I have heard rumors that the Colts are extending feelers over Nate Davis, but if they're going to take him, they're probably going to insist on not paying that much of his salary, and I don't think that'd be a starter with polls.
No, they have.
Do we know the Colts' record offhand? Are they literally a 1-win team right now?
No, they're at least
they beat Pittsburgh, didn't they?
Shocker.
They beat Pittsburgh and they beat us.
No, the Colts are 3-3. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because I was listening to some podcast that mentioned that if they get to that 7-loss mark before the deadline, which now I know that's not possible, they maybe would think about trading away Quentin Nelson. Maybe. So a Quentin Nelson, Nate Davis swap would be a good starting point. Then it'd be a game of who gets what extra compensation and who eats money. But I would love that.
How much is isn't Quentin making like 20 per year?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready to do that, and then possibly have to pay Tevin too.
It's a $20 million per year contract on the dot, PJ. 4-year, $80 million contract signed in 22.
I don't know, man.
We've got some room. I think we have 13 million cap space right now. And next year we have something like all of $107,000 in dead cap space.
I understand that part, but I'm just saying as far as because unless we're committed to drafting a offensive guard in the first round, which I don't want to draft a guard in the first round, committing that much money to one guard and then knowing that you have to pay another guard. I don't know if I wouldn't hate it, but I don't know. I just that's a lot of money for a guard.
I don't want to call it. I don't want to call this speculation because J2K is obviously very well informed. But J2K writes, Poles has been heavily scouting interior offensive line. Tevin is gone. I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't be either. I'm kind of shocked he was put back in after the way Bill Murray played.
But like Shorty, we're not surprised today. But what if we get this version of Tevin Jenkins every single game for the rest of the year?
Yeah,
and that's what I'm.
Yeah.
Now we're closer to 20 million per year.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, and see, that's what I'm afraid of. If we go make that trade, then if Tevin balls out, do you want to let a guy walk who's balled out for you? I don't think so. So my thought is more of, I think for sure, yeah, Poles is drafting a offensive guard possibly in the second, maybe the third. I don't see one in the first. So the other one is going to have to be a player that he signs or resigns. And Tevin is not, I don't think he's out of the realm of possibility. I mean, depends on how healthy he stays for the rest of the year and how he plays, of course. But Davis for sure, yeah, I think he's gone. I mean, he may even be gone before the trade deadline.
He was a healthy scratch this game, guys.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So, I can see that. I can see them letting him. I mean, they're gonna either try to trade him or I don't think they're gonna cut him because you're just not gonna eat that $10 million. You'd rather just trade him or try to trade him, even if you're getting a sack full of nickels back. You know, just trying to got to get rid of him.
There are a certain number of people you have to have on your 53-man almost solely for the purpose of not playing them every week. I mean, that what other purpose other than practice is Domrob serving or Bayless serving? Right now, Nate Davis is serving the purpose of, well, he's one of our guys that's just got to be a healthy scratch every week. It's hard.
This is the first week he was a healthy scratch.
Yeah. But everybody talking about, well, what are we going to do if we get rid of Khalil Herbert and then we go down, one of our other running backs goes down? Well, if we still got Bayless Jones sitting there as a healthy scratch every week, we can just not have him as a healthy scratch and he can be the backup running back for 3 or 4 games if need be. I think that we get rid of Khalil Herbert faster than we get rid of Nate Davis.
Well, I apologize if this is like information overload out of me, so I apologize. But Doug, that's a really good point about Khalil Herbert because guess who was in the market, and I'll use your term, extended the feelers for Khalil Herbert today?
Who?
The reports are that the Minnesota Vikings reached out to the Bears and asked about Khalil Herbert.
Well, you guys got to keep in mind.
But they ended up with Cam Akers, so I doubt that happens. So.
Yeah.
You guys have to keep in mind that we can only dress 46 players.
48.
Is it 48 now? Okay, 48. Yeah. That means some players will be healthy scratches because we can only dress 48. So that tells me that Nate Davis isn't high on Eberflus's list right now. But you got to also keep in mind we have 10 offensive linemen on our roster, and if you count Borum and Bates, I think that puts us at 11. Because 11. So that's a lot of offensive linemen. So at some point we're going to get rid of somebody. And with Khalil, we have 4 running backs, 1 fullback. Yeah, they're planning for a rainy day. I mean, I get it, but
like Samuel pointed out one night in chat, he said it perfectly. It was like, if they put Khalil in, they know it's a running play because he can't block and he can't catch out of the backfield.
Yeah.
So I mean, as much as I love him hitting the hole and the way that he's got a quick burst through it and he's got like a 1-2 step go thing, it does. He's right. It does give it away. So I don't know that he does play much more this season. So you might as well trade him. But when is the trade deadline, by the way?
November
7th.
Is it
7th? Yes. Thank you, PJ. Wait, no. Yes. So we don't play Sunday. Then on the 27th, we play the the Commanders. And then on the 3rd, there's a football game, and I think the trade deadline is actually November 5th.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
we
wanted
play
to
one more
emphasize Doug's point of you need players who are comfortable with either being healthy scratches or, to fill in their position. Khalil Herbert is a pro's pro, right? He's playing a large majority of snaps on special teams, and he looks damn happy doing it. So shout out to him for doing that, and he's also filled in well for Bayless as your secondary kick returner, whatever you want to call it.
But if we're being totally truthful about it, your better teams are equipped to contend for a Super Bowl have like 3 players who are starter quality at a position. So like an offensive guard, you have 3 solid offensive guards. You just don't have 2. So in our case with the defensive line, when you talk about they look good and everything, but we get an injury to one of our starters. Now how are we looking? We're looking kind of suspect. So we still need to fortify positions, even with our top 3 wide receivers. They look good when healthy. One goes down, and he goes down for an extended period of time. How will we fare then? Because although I like, what's his name? Is it DeAndre Carter, a kick return?
Yeah.
I like him, but I'm not trying to rely on him to be that type of guy. So, I think we need to either work on getting Bayless in the offense or get rid of him, because I'm tired of the whole, you don't want to keep on not playing. The guy has talent, and if you don't trust his talent, okay, get rid of him then. I mean, because me personally, I like him. I think he can be an asset. And if you don't think he's going to be an asset, get rid of him. I mean, stop wasting time, because with that speed like that, oh my goodness, that'll add a whole nother dimension to this.
We talked about it in real time as it was happening, and I felt the same way. Like I remember saying, like, Nate Davis is going to serve us no good. We're still going to pay him the money anyways. Why not just get rid of him now and get the roster spot for another offensive lineman that we know is going to give us, something better than him. And it's the same thing with Velus. Like we all knew that he should have been cut. And the whole Ferris thing came about in Hard Knocks, or the whole ferret thing. And everyone's like, oh, he's the Ferret King. Oh, we got to keep the Ferret King. And
I think the only human on earth who said that was Aldi Gandia, for the record.
And he's a really nice guy. We like his personality, but he just he's got stone hands, man.
And a stone chest and a stone leg. I've never seen a human punt a kickoff. That was impressive.
Bayless is the fastest guy on the roster. I mean, end of story. He has the fastest 40 time of anybody on the roster. That's the reason why he's still on the 53 man. The one thing I think that they need to do is to, if they're going to use Bayless, because he's not the best pass blocker, or Khalil, you need to start switching up how you're lining these guys up who aren't the best blockers. Because, for example, it occurred to me that if you took, let's say you took Khalil Herbert and you put him out there and you lined him up instead of in the backfield, or even if you lined him up in the backfield, line him up a little wide in the backfield, and then have him take off on the tight end route and have the tight end fall back. And then all of the OCs out or DCs out there are going to say, well, wait a second. Just because Khalil is in the game doesn't mean that he's automatically going to get the ball for a rushing attempt. Mm-hmm. You do that with him. You do that with a couple of other people. And suddenly you are not looking at being totally predictable.
Right. I like it.
About this, regarding this play that's on the screen, though.
I'm watching Tevin Jenkins on this.
I'm watching Pryor. You're watching Tevin, I'm watching Pryor. He looked like he
Who
ready
makes
to
the tackle? Who makes the tackle on Swift?
Pryor does. No, I'm just
Right.
joking. I'm just
No, he technically does, but if it's the guy in the center, no, it is. Oh my God! If Pryor reaches the center and they get a combo and put him on his butt, the guy who made the tackle's out of the play. Watch
man.
Shelton, 65, okay? He's going to engage with the lineman, and the lineman gets off of it and makes the tackle.
After being held.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, man. That just stood out to me because when you paused it at one time, I saw that Pryor was facing Swift. I'm like, what are you doing?
He's got to give him a pat on the butt as he runs by. I mean, come on.
Jeez, man. That's hilarious.
There's some comical stuff that has happened on this offensive line.
I don't know if anyone on the panel or anyone in chat has watched JT O'Sullivan's breakdown of Caleb Williams. Throughout that process, you get to see that Tevin Jenkins actually had some questionable plays, and it was kind of inconsistent, to say the least. But
yeah,
overall,
but Tevin also, if you looked at what Swifty did in one of his analyses, Tevin was like he pancaked the same guy twice in one play. Put him down on his knees. The guy starts to get up, and then Tevin looks down and goes, "Oh no, you don't!" Puts him right back down on the ground. Every once in a while you're not going to win, but you can't look at every single instance of not winning and go, "Well, that guy's bad." Because if you look at the actual stats, Jenkins had a really good game last Sunday. Really good game.
Yeah.
And I still don't even think, Doug, that the stats tell the true story either. I honestly, the more I watch film and I'm, involved in this stuff, I think it takes an offensive lineman who knows what they're talking about to be able to tell you if an offensive lineman did something good or bad. Because we've seen Shelton look terrible, right? Now I feel like Shelton's looking better. But is that because the cadence of the quarterback is something he's more familiar with? Is the quarterback calling out the protection schemes? I don't know.
Okay, let me answer.
I'm glad to see everything has improved at the very least.
Let me answer that for you. He doesn't have those two good defensive tackles in front of him in Tennessee. And
what's the Tennessee record? I'm not sold on it, PJ.
You're not sold on Sweat and Simmons?
I think that Simmons could be the all-pro defensive tackle this year if the stars aligned. He's a very fantastic player.
360-pound defensive tackle versus a 200.
That don't mean nothing. It's all technique. He had a great game against the Bears. I'm not going to pretend like I've watched the Tennessee defense.
Let me say this again. 360, 280. That's a lot.
If I lined up across Tavondre Sweat, I would get broken in half just by looking at the guy. I'm not going to pretend he's a small guy. But that doesn't immediately equate to your success in the NFL.
But what I'm saying is, if this nose tackle is lined up right over the center, who's playing 3-4, he's lined up right over the center. So the center now just isn't as a helper as he is when he's playing a 4-3 like here. He's actually engaging, and you're engaging with a guy who outweighs you by 80 pounds. It's hard for you to move that person. So therefore, you will look bad, and that's why it has looked differently for him now, because now he's been playing against 4-3 teams.
That sounds like it would be a failure on the end of the scheme, right? Like, why are you putting your offensive lineman in that position? So
you have to.
That's what you should do.
Yeah, that's how it's made. 3-4 is the nose line up on the center. On the 4-3,
right, but then you could have your guard. You could have call the play that would have your guard assist, or have a linebacker, or sorry, a running back. I don't know if a tight end. So I did see this really cool play.
They have been doing
McAfee
that.
Show.
Yeah, it's called a trapping guard. You're using the guard to trap over.
You can. I saw this really cool play. I think who ran the play? It may have been the Buccaneers, but essentially what they did was they pulled their tackle, and the tackle combo blocked on the
Replay this because I want to show Carl what I'm talking about with Shelton right here. Watch what Shelton does on this play. Well, just watch it. No block.
Go back. Just replay the play again. This is the play that Tevin Jenkins throws the center past him.
Throws a tackle past him?
No, Tevin Jenkins throws Coleman Shelton past him. He gives him an ass tap. It was subtle, but
I mean, it was
JT O'Sullivan feels that
it's a screenplay where you're supposed to let the guys get in. But the point I'm making is Shelton ain't hardly blocking anybody.
But Tevin Jenkins said, "Okay, you get him. I'm going to go forward." He gave him, the love tap.
Well, that's what
Tevin Jenkins was closer. Tevin Jenkins
in.
probably should have got him.
And what I'm saying
this is per JT O'Sullivan.
I'm just saying you let the guys in on this play. You let them in because that's how you set up the screen. You let them
Definitely.
in. But what I'm saying is, if you look at Shelton more times than not, when he's going against a 4-3 defense, this is when he actually
right, because like in that case he wasn't blocked, so he was looking for someone to block, and he's not able to go find food like we saw Bill Murray do.
Pause this. Now this is a play we talked about at the beginning of the show, where watch the footwork of Caleb. If you're watching the footwork of Caleb and how he's conducting these fakes.
Yeah.
Just beautiful. See that? Just ball fake. Pause it. No, go back. I'm sorry. I want to really break this one down here. See, you see the guy running with Keenan. You see the guy in the background running with Keenan. So now he's going to carry out the fake, being boom. He looked that way. So now they shifted to the left, to our left. Now he spins. Now he got him going back to the right. Now if he can you do a slow motion? See, now look, the fake is over with. The fake, stop right here. The fake is over with. The fake is over with. The fake is over with, but you see the linebacker? He's still looking at the guy who the ball was faked to, and Komet just runs right by him.
Yep.
See that?
Yeah.
He is totally lost.
Yeah, 33.
And you see the number 44, how close he was to Caleb, and Caleb remained calm, as close as that guy was, and still was able to perform the fakes, get his feet right, and then throw the dot. So that's why I said this play right here was just beautiful to me. It was just beautiful.
See what Caleb did there, though, with number 44. Caleb faked him into believing that he was throwing the ball, so he had to hold back, in other words, because he was otherwise going to be roughing the passer. And when Caleb didn't let go of the ball, he was like, shit, and just had to stand there and watch while he threw a rope off for the touchdown. This is what I mean when I say that Caleb is making guys move when they shouldn't have to move, etc.
Yep, it's beautiful.
I mean, look at what he did there.
Now, just like what he did to that safety against the Panthers.
Oh yeah,
like it's veteran stuff from Game 6, man.
Yeah.
If you can you rewind it a little bit, Shorty? Because I want to show you guys how beautiful this part of that play really was. So here he is. All right, right there. Now, if you can do the slow motion like you was doing.
Oops.
Pause.
Okay. Hold on.
That's the one fake.
Second fake.
You want me to pause like right here?
No, I want you to pause after you make the fake to Keenan. Pause it. Look at 44. He's by Komet right now. He has a beeline towards Williams. Yeah. He has a beeline towards him. Now watch how go slow motion and watch how Caleb plays it. See, he got the beeline. He does a fake. Fake's over with. Pause.
Damn it. Yeah, 44. He's in the air.
Yeah, that's what the fake was over with. He's in the air, and now if you can see how Caleb is just getting his feet right, the guy is 5 feet from him and delivers a perfect pass.
He had a hitch in there too, but it was like a half hitch. Like he knew what was happening the whole time. Again, veteran stuff in Game 6.
It's so impressive. It's so impressive.
That really
almost as impressive as this long snap from Cole Komet.
The impressive thing about what he was able to do there, though, is if number 44 was not buying it and just kept it coming, he'd have still have dropped that in for a dime to Komet, but he would have gotten laid out afterward. The big difference between playing a better defense is not that he wasn't going to score on that play. It was that he was going to pay for it.
Right.
Caleb.
Yep.
I don't know.
They're not
I
going to
think-
stop us.
I
Is
don't
what
know
I'm saying.
that a normal defense player who's not going for the fakes, yeah, he wouldn't have got the ball off. That's the point I'm making.
Right. Yeah.
Because he wouldn't have got the ball off because the guy was just that close, and because he was fearful of the pass, therefore he stopped his rush. He jumped. Then he takes himself out of position. Caleb steps up a little bit, get his feet right in that short amount of time, and delivers a good ball. That's why again, that play right there, that says a lot, as well as the one that Carl said earlier with that back shoulder to Keenan. Those two plays were just, things of beauty.
Unfortunately, PJ, while you were talking, we missed, I think it's 2 or 3 plays ago now, Mr. Tremaine Urlacher. He did force a fumble, in my opinion, there. I hated that overturn.
I agree with you. That was a forced fumble.
Yeah, he caught it. He made a football move, whether you like it or not, and he knocked it out.
That was
Tremaine Edmonds is playing so well, man.
Yeah, the football move shouldn't count when the ball is in your hands for a certain amount of time. I mean, if you catch the ball and you're standing still for 2 seconds, that's still a catch.
There's Darrell Taylor. He made Trevor Lawrence run immediately as soon as he caught it.
From the left side?
Yep.
Yeah, when you're looking at it from the back of the Bears, yep.
I love how they painted our end zones, too. It
Someone was
seemed
saying
like we were in the Super Bowl.
If it feels like that should be at Soldier Field. I don't even know what the Bears have at Soldier Field, but it should be this.
It's not that.
I know it's not.
It just says
I wish it
Chicago
was.
Bears with the green grass.
Another JT O'Sullivan play here where if you want to go back one more, Cole Kmet does, or you can see it from here. Cole Kmet's going to get blown up, and if Cole Kmet does not get blown up, this play goes for another 10 or 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that and Caleb lost his footing. He got clipped on the feet.
So not blown up, right? If Cole Kmet doesn't have to interact with that defender and he can climb to, is that 51? I'm pointing like you can see where I'm pointing.
Oh, he wouldn't have been able to climb.
Look at 51. Oh, I'm saying if he didn't need to deal with this issue that he got blown up at, right? If Cole Kmet's on 51, the guy who ends up touching his feet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This play, it's 1st and 10 from the 35.
But
or the 25, whatever.
I'm not trying to be argumentative, but that's the thing. He has to. He has to block one of them. One of them's going to be free,
right?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. So he did his job, although it wasn't a great technique, but he occupied the blocker. That just.
I think.
Yeah.
I think JT O'Sullivan was saying that the player that blew up Cole Kmet, that player was designed to be unblocked. So the guy being designed to be unblocked did a good job of getting involved in the play and not allowing Cole Kmet to have a more effective block.
Also, Caleb almost skipped by him. He just barely, when he came back down, lost that foot.
Pause.
Exactly.
Pause. Can we go back there, Shorty? I want to look at my player Shelton again.
On this play?
Yes.
Shout out Josh Hines Allen for helping up DeAndre Swift here.
Okay, so somebody's lined up over Shelton.
I see it.
Okay, here we go. Slow motion there, Shorty.
Well, if it's what is it called? They're running it though.
Right. But my point is, when he has a person that he's responsible for, this is what happens. Boom.
Right. He did not win.
That's what I'm telling you. When he helps somebody, he looks better. When he actually is the main guy doing the blocking on the guy, that's where he loses at. So when we was going against Sweat, that's why he was losing so much, because they run a 3-4 where someone's always lined up over the center.
Well, maybe next week we should watch some footage of Creed Humphrey, the center of the Chiefs, play against the 49ers.
They run a 4-3.
Whatever the case is, I just want to see a good center, because the NFL told us via the contract that Creed Humphrey is the best center in the NFL. So I'll let Creed Humphrey show me what a good center is then, if that's what it's going to come to. For what it's worth, Chad has been echoing this thought. For $3 million, Coleman Shelton.
You'd have to watch Chad. You'd have to watch him play against 3-4 defense.
Yeah, and I agree with what J2K is saying. He's saying Shelton can't get his helmet on the other side. That's what they teach you, and that's where he messed up at. He didn't get his helmet on the other side, and that's part of the problem in his zone scheme.
Shelton has been improving though.
But even when he climbs to the second level, he misses players there, like this play right here. He just missed a play right there. He missed a linebacker. So he's messing up on a guy with just by himself. Then when he climbs to the second level, he missed a guy. Sorry.
Everybody is going to have some misses, though. I mean, you can't just go, look at that, he missed, because there were another 3 plays where he got his guy.
He is fucking terrible in open space. He gets blindsided and run over by a freight train. He can't find the guys. It's like he's looking for ghosts.
Because Shorty has been fed perfectly cropped Twitter clips of just lowlights.
We're watching it in real time. This is 4 plays in a row. He sucks against the 3-4 defense.
You keep watching. You keep watching Shelton and let us know. I'm not saying that he's the best. I said I want to see Creed Humphrey, but
he's better than
He's
thank you, Doug.
He may be okay. Because again,
that's what he is.
He's a lot better than me. But when I see him time and time again missing blocks, and failing to block the guy on the second level, and when he's one-on-one with a guy losing that battle, I want somebody else. That's all I'm saying.
But I mean, look at this play. He's got Caleb has a freaking wall to stand behind.
They only rushed 3, Doug. They only rushed 3.
And he got help from Pryor.
Come on.
But my point is that they are creating a pocket, however they're doing it, with Shelton in there, and half of the time he's actually handling his guy perfectly fine, more than half of the time.
Half the time that's what I'm saying. Most of the time when you see that, he's the helper.
God,
that's what I'm saying. When he got a person one-on-one, he loses.
Let's just look at this pass, though, man. This is what drives me nuts about the new versions of All 22. Like, you can't see the receiver in the screen yet, but just to where he was, such a beautiful pass.
Wait, it doesn't show us from behind as well? It just shows us the 2 angles?
This is the behind angle.
I mean, like behind the defense, I guess.
No. So now you can't even see the receiver until they pan out and then you see just the placement of that ball. Just man.
But it was a good play design. This was the play where they put Keenan Allen essentially on a similar route, and it's what not Eric Kramer. What Eric Kramer talked about when we had him on. You want to put one guy in a position to block 2 players. Watch Keenan Allen. He's on the 0. No, wait, I'm confused now. I can't tell which one's Keenan Allen.
Oh, Keenan Allen is the one on the bottom.
Does he doesn't have the sleeves on.
He has the white sleeves on.
Yeah, so he's on the 0, right? He's going to go up towards the 3 and then turn around and stop, and the defender sticks with him. So Caleb Williams is like, all right.
Oh, I'm sorry. He was the one with
without
the blue
sleeves.
He was the one with the blue sleeves on.
Oh, yeah, it looks like without. Yes, exactly. So you see the guy sit down and roams behind him. That's exactly what Eric Kramer's talking about. Get that guy in one spot against 2 players.
Well, you put him in conflict. That's what you're doing.
Exactly. Yep. It was a good play design, in my opinion.
Yes, I agree.
It was the play design
maybe Keenan Allen's on a choice there. I don't know if Keenan Allen's on a choice route. If he is, he made the right choice.
No, I don't think I don't know if it's a choice route or not, because that's the whole purpose. That doesn't sit there is to make sure that guy is in conflict.
But if you see the linebacker there, the linebacker is only looking at Keenan. The linebacker is thinking, oh, okay, Keenan's going to get the ball, and I've got to be here to stop him from getting any yards after the catch. And then suddenly he looks around and goes, oh, shit, look who just went past me. And boom, there goes the ball out to Rome.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that's not the linebacker messing up. That's properly scheming Rome open.
Look at how fast this ball gets here. So right there, the ball leaves his hand.
He's already winding up to throw before Keenan has finished sitting down, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, see the linebacker stop moving his feet.
Oh, damn, that is just
because Caleb saw the linebacker pull up just enough that he knew that Rome was going to be right there at on the 40.
I can't believe I'm watching this. I can't. It's like every game seems like it's 20 minutes long. It's like I can't get enough of it. It's
yeah.
I can't believe that this is our quarterback. I just can't believe it. I have to pinch myself every day.
Yeah.
And he's nowhere near his potential.
Oh, no,
let's be honest.
This is game 6.
Let's be honest.
And look at how Odunze is creating separation even when he has been schemed open. There ain't nobody's going to catch him.
Yeah, I made a comment earlier. I think Cliff had mentioned something about Rome being insurance for Keenan Allen. I wish it was the opposite way. I said it was the opposite way. I don't know. But I would like Rome to be the wide receiver too and get that volume because he's doing a good job in my opinion.
What are you dogging about, PJ? This offensive line?
Did somebody buy Sheldon a pair of skates on this play? That's all I want to know. Did somebody buy Sheldon a pair of skates? I'm sorry. Bro.
Let's see.
Start off with a double team, and there he goes back. Did you see that? Did y'all
Ryan Bates, come on down. No, you can't change Caleb's center in the middle of the year. I don't know.
I'm just sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at this, and I'm like, my goodness, bro.
I don't think it's beyond Caleb Williams to be able to deal with changing a center in the middle of the year.
Do you know what would be a perfect time to change your center? During the bye week.
I must say this though, I don't know what Tevin was doing because he started off helping him on that play. Then he just stopped blocking him, didn't block anybody.
And Tevin got soft pancakes.
I don't know what happened on that one. He just stopped blocking the guy.
PJ, one of the things that you're seeing though, you're staring at the line, and sometimes everyone stops because the ball has left. And I think you're not noticing that people have stopped blocking because the ball is now 10, 20 yards downfield.
Okay. Shorty, let me defend myself. Rewind it. Go back to another play.
The previous play?
Yeah, we got to get back to the 50-yard line, I think it was. Not this play. Play before that.
Yeah. The one that Caleb wants back. Yeah.
Yes, this one. Okay.
Now.
Okay.
Yeah. What are we looking at here?
Pause. He's saying that Tevin probably stopped blocking because the ball was released. Tevin stopped helping with Shelton's man, and Shelton's man then walked Shelton's man into walking him back 3-4 yards, while Tevin is not blocking anyone then. So the point I'm making, the ball was still in Caleb's hand. So he stopped. Still in his hand, he stopped blocking. He got that arm out there, but he's really not blocking the guy. Now the guy proceeds to sit up there and walk Shelton back. Tevin got to finish that block. Shelton, just sorry. No, sorry.
So you're saying that regardless of whether or not the ball's out of his hand,
you got to go through the echo of the whistle. I mean,
by the time that the ball was out, Shelton had been pushed back maybe one step. Maybe. It's not that bad.
So what is Tevin supposed to be doing?
Watching the guy complete the pass.
There were 3 offensive linemen and 2 guys. What is he supposed to do? Within that one step back that
finish your block.
Shelton was pushed back and the ball coming out. There wasn't any place else for him to go.
Finish your block. I'd rather you block somebody than not to block somebody. That's your job. Block somebody.
He handed the block off to Shelton, and then he is available to stop any leakers coming in from the secondary or from the linebacking core. That's the way that I think it's designed. And then when no one was coming, it was literally less than a beat. It was boom, boom.
You're
When the ball was out.
You're complaining about
it.
You're complaining about a 25-yard pass.
Yeah.
Or a 15-yard pass.
Next week, Bears Country Podcast, special guest, Chris Morgan.
I'd love to have Chris Morgan on here. I have some
Chris
questions.
Morgan and Olin Kreutz.
I will say this, and I'm going to
Doug
leave
Kramer,
it,
fullback.
and I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to say this: if your job is to block somebody, do your job.
You better block somebody.
Just do your job. I mean,
you better block somebody.
And if no one's coming, why are you stop blocking the person that's walking the guy back?
Because you just handed him off.
You handed him off to do what?
To have him stopped long enough for Caleb to get the ball out, which he did just fine.
So you're telling me, Doug, that I'm paying my left guard to block someone just long enough for me to then let him go and then block nobody.
When there's nobody else coming,
I think next week we need to watch some Creed Humphrey footage. If you guys are going to flame me for not being the scheme, let's get a 3-4 defense in front of Creed Humphrey, and let's fucking watch. I want to know. I want to know what the best of the best does. And then we'll see how bad Coleman Shelton is.
Let me say this. Let me say this then. What we saw from Bill Murray last week was a man who was looking for work. So he blocks one person. If that person goes to the ground, he then goes find somebody else to block. He didn't leave the guy to go block no one. He went looking for work. That's the point I'm trying to say. Go look for work. You're an offensive lineman. That's your number one job. You got one job. Find somebody to block.
We talked about it in length. All we did was watch Bill Murray last week.
Yes.
And he finished every play. He took out 3 guys on one play.
Yes.
I get what you're saying.
For the people saying
you're passing up a 15-yard completion, complaining about it.
And the point is that when the play is designed so that if you've got you two here and you've got this guy coming in, the design is hand him off to the guy to your right and keep going and make sure that no one else is going to push in. Did Shelton totally then blow it? No. He was pushed one step back and he was 5 steps in front of his quarterback. He was doing his job properly.
What Doug is saying is that Coleman Shelton is earning his measly $3 million.
That's right.
I agree with the birthday man.
What PJ is saying is Sheldon sucks, and I agree with him.
And I'm saying
2 versus 2, we need Foster to break the tie.
I'm saying Murray makes a lot
PJ
less.
is correct. It's Groundhog Day.
He's making a lot less money than Shelton is, but he's finishing blocks, and Shelton isn't. And on that play that we're talked about there, Jenkins stopped blocking somebody to block no one. Blows my mind.
And again, if your assignment is to hand the guy off to the guy next to you, then why are you not doing what the coaches are telling you to do?
Okay, now that you brought that up, no coach is going to tell you to stop blocking somebody to block no one. No coach is going to tell you that.
To be ready for what they think is coming in, maybe they would.
No one's there.
Let's ask Chris Morgan.
That's what I'm saying. No one's actually there. No one is there. So if no one's there, you do not stop blocking your man. You stop blocking your man when you find some other work to do. If there's no other work to do, continue your assignment.
PJ?
For me, it sounds like PJ's looking for work as an offensive line coach in the NFL.
If you look at if you just stare at, say, linebackers or guys in the defensive backfield, there are times that they just stand there and they don't get anywhere close to anybody because it's not their assignment. These people are drilled over and over and over and over and over and over. This
That's
is
what
your
she said.
assignment. You do this. I mean,
1:30:30. Thank you, Doug.
Oh no. I might have to take those keys away, Peach.
Define keys.
It's Chicago.
Watch the bend. Oh,
I had to split it with the
yeah.
sound effects, man. Never mind.
Thank you, Derek Carter.
Move on, sir. Yeah, here. This is one of the plays I wanted to watch.
I'm not going to say who's falling to the ground there. I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, but let's just look at what's happening. The magic that's happening behind him.
Yeah, watch. This is where Tevin takes and pancakes the guy twice.
He actually did a good job there.
Down.
He had a lot of time.
Guy gets up. He puts him down again.
Damn this thing. Let's see here.
I think the one thing that everyone's staring at Tevin means that we're not staring at Braxton saying, well, look, he's being walked back.
He had almost 6 seconds in that pocket.
Yeah. That's effective blocking. Come on.
Why does this stupid thing keep doing this to me now?
Agreed.
I love this comment from Greg B. He called Coleman Shelton the minimum wage worker.
Greg B. I will say I agree with you. There's probably not many better options we have on the roster right now. But part of the thing I'm pointing out is the fact that center is a position we really, really need to address. And we have been needing to address it for several years now.
Yeah.
Well,
agreed.
PJ, just to counter that point, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I don't know if there's a better player that we could have acquired without like breaking the bank, doing a
Connor
silly trade.
Williams.
Well, they may have not liked the injury history, right? I don't know about that.
How is Connor Williams doing wherever he is?
He's doing well.
Maybe that's the footage we need to watch during the bye week then.
Williams is actually doing quite well.
God dog it.
He had out of his 6 games thus far, he's had 2 poor starts, and he's had 4 near Pro Bowl starts.
Oh, okay.
Well,
yeah,
that's sad.
Right
All
here,
I was going to say is I agree with the Bears not wanting to pair a rookie center with Caleb Williams. Maybe next year.
Yeah, I think we'll get a center next year. I really do.
At the very least, I remember during our draft-a-thon, we were talking about a developmental center. I'm surprised that didn't happen.
On this play, I wanted to point out, right, if you look at Kmet right here, this almost looks like he could have thrown the ball right there to Kmet.
Right here?
Yeah.
Well, it seemed like he got his head down and starting to run.
Well, no, because he looks at Kmet right there, but he doesn't see him spin out. He changes the play because I think he thinks he's going to run.
But he sees they're in man, right? So he probably knows that he has all that open green grass.
Yeah.
And it was the right choice because look at all the yardage he got.
Yeah, it probably would have been the same amount of yardage anyway.
I have to be away from camera for a minute. Mr. Gray is reminding me that I haven't fed him yet.
Okay.
And I need to hit the bathroom here. So, yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Take your time, Doug.
Okay.
I don't understand why he ran sideways on that one, though. Nitpicky, but that's when I seen that play live, that's one of the questions I had. Why didn't he not go up another 5 yards or so? Why did he?
I also thought that. Like he literally is going from the tip of the shield to like the top of the white line. It's kind of weird, but
yeah. See how he started going sideways?
Yeah. If he just goes to the 40, like stays along the numbers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you think that? I think J2K and I talked about this the other day. Yeah, J2K mentioned this. You think that was intentional? He's trying to make his mark sliding on the shield right here.
Right.
I like that a lot. Caleb is the NFL. Son of a bitch. He clearly wanted to be in the middle of the hashes. I don't know if that is. Oh my God! Is the next play the interception to DJ Moore?
No, that already happened.
There you go, boy.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to mute Doug. That'll be his rookie card image.
His rookie card's already out, isn't it?
Oh my goodness!
They could still
man.
make a jersey one because he has only played so many times, right? Imagine they have a card like I don't know if you guys are up with sports cards, but there's something called a 1-of-1. So the 1-of-1 could be like crazy. It could be like his butt stain on the grass of the NFL shield from London. That would be hilarious.
Shorty, you know what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm looking at.
PJ, considering we don't have any better options on the offensive line, and you're a very talented man, what do you say about getting to Hallis Hall tomorrow?
God dog it. What?
Carl, if you don't know nothing else about me, you ought to know one thing for sure and two things for certain. I am a defensive guy.
So is Bill Murray. He's a converted defensive tackle. Now what's your excuse?
I'm still a defensive guy.
My exact honest response to you, PJ.
Watch the bend. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Watch the slide. Not that slide. I'm talking about Bill Murray. Coleman Shelton slide. That dude's doing the electric slide back there, man. I'm telling you.
The skates comment is starting to.
So on this play, what are you talking? What are you talking about on this play? You're talking about
65.
65 still.
Whoop! He immediately he goes back 2 stars on one hitch. Oh boy! Oh boy!
He did enough. He did enough on that play.
Okay. I ain't trying to. I guess I shouldn't nitpick, but I'm sorry. It just stands out to me.
Well, we're gonna start.
Gut. Go ahead.
We're gonna start playing some tougher teams, man.
Get it fixed now. That's all I can say.
Are the Commanders defensively going to be a tougher team whatsoever?
I don't think so. Jonathan Allen's out now.
That's what I wanted to say. I was trying to set you guys up for that. Jonathan Allen tore his pec, boys. He's out.
But that means Newton gets to play.
Yeah, Sir Isaac Newton from Illinois. Yep. Yeah. He was already playing 50% of the snaps. Well, I've got those numbers for you whenever we're ready for him. But
well, that'll make it a little.
I
easier.
can pull him up. I could pull it up so I can reference it.
I refuse to feel bad about playing a team when they have one of their really talented players injured, because injury is part of the game, and you just have to have enough depth to manage it. So,
and yet
we can stay on the topic of the All-22, obviously, and what's going on in the game, but King Pookie Nation wants to know who the Bears should trade for, if we want to entertain it.
I was thinking like maybe Myles Garrett if he's available.
Whoa.
It would have to be someone like that.
Not for what we'd have to pay for him.
What in the world is Braxton Jones doing?
Oh my God, he did the Khalil Mack. I love Josh Hines Allen, bro. I love Josh Hines Allen so much. He does the Khalil Mack. He does the thing where he remember when Khalil Mack threw Tristan Wirfs?
Oh yeah.
He did it so.
Now see, this is what Tevin does. See, that's when you leave and go help. That's what you're supposed to do.
Like you want Tevin Jenkins to leave his feet,
stay
and launch into Josh Hines Allen. That would be sick.
I agree with you, J2K. Slants are back.
Yes, they are, my friend. It's exciting to see.
We got the
that
person.
damn ball comes out of his hands so freaking quick, man.
And boom.
Picking daisies.
That's true.
Okay, I got to tell you guys a story.
Hold on, real quick. Greg B saying we can all say being 4-2 is awesome. You are right.
Agree.
Yeah.
I remember when I was coaching youth football, and one of the complaints you would always get as a youth football coach was, parents say, "Why aren't you playing my son?" And the thing I kept on telling the parents, and this was my favorite line, because he's over there picking daisies during practice. He's literally playing in the grass, literally. And you wonder why he's not playing when it comes. I'm like, yeah, he's going to get some playing time, but he's not going to play that often because he's over there not paying attention in practice.
Yeah. Look, you're driving Cliff nuts. Do you see that? You guys are driving me nuts. It's like the score was reversed this game from the analysis.
Well, Caleb Williams said it first, or said it best, right? He scored how many touchdowns? 4 touchdowns. And what was the first thing that he said during his after the game interview? Man, the interception sucked. Yeah, so that's just
and he was pissed off about it. And I was getting greedy. Like I really wanted that 5th touchdown.
The push pass, it was a touchdown. I don't know why it didn't count. They said he was short of the pylon.
He was short. His arm was down.
That was our long snapper scoring a touchdown just there.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you leave Cole Kmet naked there?
I think, part of my makeup is I will always look at what we could have done better. That's just my makeup.
Oh, yeah.
And as a matter of true story. So I'm talking to the my high school team this week, and we won 44-2. Guess what I complained about? Us giving up a safety on those points. That's what I complained about. I talked about them so bad, the offense. I'm like, how are we giving up a safety? So that's just my nature when it comes to sports. I always look at what we can improve upon. That's just who I am. So for those of you who don't truly know me like that, I don't mean it from a bad place, but that is my nature.
Oh, yeah. And there is so much still that you can just tell looking at it that these guys can improve on. And the fact that they can still improve on having one of the best point differentials in the league is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
They're getting better.
Yeah.
And if you guys remember the Super Bowl of 85, did we not fall behind 7-0 in that game? Before we went off, won it event. I mean, of course, we blew them out. But I think we fell down 7. We didn't fall down 7-0? I believe
it was 3-0.
To who?
3-0? Okay. I knew we fell down.
Yeah.
And I was like, man.
Yeah, it was because Peyton fumbled. And they got it, and they couldn't move the ball, but it was within field goal range. So the one thing that everybody on the Bears, especially the defense, wanted was to shut out the Patriots in the Super Bowl. It was, this is going to just show how good we are. They didn't give up a touchdown until they were playing the third string in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that was a nice ass whooping.
Yeah. Well, the Patriots had 3 points and -4 yards after early in the first quarter. So,
yeah, our 2016 came out playing really well in that Super Bowl too, out of the gates.
Yeah,
they were up by what?
14-7.
2 touchdowns.
I don't think they ever
I thought
had
it
a
was 1
touchdown lead.
I thought they were up by like 10 points or something.
No,
they started out a touchdown because of Devin Hester.
Yeah. They scored the opening touchdown with Devin Hester, and then
they got an interception.
The next series, someone blew a coverage on Reggie Wayne, and then the Bears came back and scored a touchdown with Muhsin Muhammad. I thought it was 14-7, but
so that's another nice pass right there, man.
No, J2K, I did not. I simply chose not to compile Quran's very limited sightings, so I apologize, everyone.
Look at how fucking fast this ball gets here. Look at this.
Man, that was such a good throw. That has to be the best pass that he completed to Keenan Allen this game. Wink, wink.
Would that be would that be considered a pressure on that play there? I mean, not this one, but one you just talked about, Shorty. Would that be considered
depends on how much you're paying PFF.
Like a blitz, you mean?
No, I mean a pressure on the quarterback, because watch how my favorite Braxton Jones gets to go visit Caleb. See that? Yeah. Is that considered a pressure?
That happens way too often, by the way.
Yeah. Is that a pressure though?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm legitimately asking, because I don't know if that would be considered a pressure on that. I mean, is that your guy Hines Walker, or what'd you say his
Joshua
name?
Hines Allen.
Is that him doing that?
Yeah, he plays that right defensive end spot, it looks like.
Okay.
I guess that could be considered a pressure in a way, right? But
Well,
although
I know.
he seems to be throwing it within rhythm and timing.
91 feels like the one who would be accredited with a pressure. Because he was like, he was open to him, you know? He won, essentially, right? He gets past the guard, and now he's essentially free running towards a quarterback.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that.
I would like to point one thing out here, not about the offensive line play. Look at what Caleb was doing on this play. He had been burned earlier in the game by throwing into tight coverage and lofting the ball too much and gotten intercepted. He didn't back off from throwing it into tight coverage. And in the first 2-3 games, he threw into tight coverage, got picked, and he was like, no, it's going to go way over their heads. And we're just going to hope that my guys can leap up and grab it because I am not going to get picked again. And he is getting less adversely affected by that. And that's incredible to see for a 6-game rookie.
On this particular play, Shorty, Carl, and Doug, we gave Swift a hard time. He took the screen pass, and it was beautiful run. That's all I want to just point out. I mean, beautiful.
No, I'm very, very happy with Swift. I actually think he's overperforming, like compared to what we saw.
Yes.
I think that you're at very least getting your money's worth now, which is fantastic.
I agree with you.
Just fine.
100%.
And that pass into Swift, there very few quarterbacks are going to be able to throw it in between people like that. In fact, Caleb had a little problem trying to throw it through Pryor's helmet.
Yeah.
Earlier. But that's Pryor took credit for that. He said, I turned my head.
That was a good rep by Braxton Jones, that last play. That was a good rep by Braxton Jones. If I'm going to talk about his negatives, I got to give him a positive there, too. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was a good rep.
Yeah. Ironic it's not coming against Josh Hines Allen.
I don't know if it is this goal line stand, but I know that Amagaji was in one of the God's play setups and was in at the end in the victory set.
Now, this is the play, I think, where Caleb could have had another touchdown pass had he thrown it sooner. If you go back to that other angle, not this angle.
Is this the sprint, right?
Yeah.
I don't like this play. JT O'Sullivan didn't like this play. I think it's dog shit. And
he just had
made
to throw it
great
early.
point. The personnel is wrong. Keenan Allen should be the taller, more contested catch player in the slot who'd be towards the back of the pylon, right? You want the quick twitch, faster wide receiver where Keenan Allen is, which is DJ Moore. They just got he got the personnel wrong.
Throw it now, and you throw it to Keenan, and then if you throw it now, by the time Keenan makes that cut, it'd have been a touchdown.
At the pylon, yep.
Maybe DJ Moore runs it a bit faster and he shows himself to Caleb faster and gives Caleb that confidence. I don't know. I agree with JT O'Sullivan. I think that the personnel on this play is flip-flopped.
He totally had. If he throws it right here, though, he's got him.
Yep.
He can get the ball there.
If you go back to the first, before he catches the snap, it'd be after his fifth step or on his fifth step. You guys can count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out.
Guys,
it's a tad early, right? It's a
DJ
tad early.
Both covered. Come on.
The ball's in the air before he turns.
He needs to know, though, Doug. Like I would call this NFL open.
With the way he can get the ball there, yes.
Yeah, because you know where he's going. So
exactly,
you know where he's going, not where he is.
And when he does flip, like he looks open now. Like it's NFL open. It's tight. It's NFL open though. But I still think the personnel should be flipped.
If you look at where he's going to be, the ball would be arriving one more tick forward. Ball would be arriving now, and the guy would have had his hand right in there to knock it out or grab it.
On this right here?
I do not blame Caleb for not throwing into that coverage.
Right. So if you go back hold up, okay. I know I'm asking a lot of you, Shorty, so bear with me. But I'll say right
There.
now. Now, if you start, well, okay, you can't because he does have a quick release and he has a quick ball to get there. So maybe one more step, then throw it right there. Now,
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah,
throwing
look where
it,
they're covered right there.
no, what I'm saying is if you're throwing it to Keenan towards the front pylon, by the time he turns around, the ball would be there and the defensive man won't be able to react.
Yeah,
The ball would
it's
be
the
there.
only place you could have gotten it to him. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He would have already caught it by right now. He would have caught it right here.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, I agree. This is nitpicking. This is nitpicking.
Yeah.
I agree with this. But I'm just saying that's where the pass could have been.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably where the design was.
In his sixth NFL start, I cannot in any way fault Caleb Williams for not throwing into that coverage. I don't care how much that's NFL open. I cannot blame him.
Well, I'm not.
I like the throwaway though, and obviously it goes as an incompletion on his stats, but it's a good incompletion. Wait, what? This is the very next play, and he throws it to him? Oh my god!
Yep.
Am I stupid? They came back and did it, so it wasn't. Oh my god! Okay.
He could have totally got it there the first time.
He didn't score though, right?
No.
Right.
No.
And I think this might be a play we want to watch Tevin Jenkins on if they're from the goal.
Now you see,
not this
on
play.
this
The next
one,
play.
he did try to get it in there and wasn't able to.
Yeah,
Wait,
that
what?
was the.
Oh, I know what this play is. Oh, what happened was I think there was a holding or something.
Yeah, there was a. Yep, that's what it was.
But this
play.
this might be the angle.
Yeah, this is it.
It is fucking. Oh my god.
Yeah. If we would have had it behind him, I think it would have really shown the beauty of this play. I mean, it still shows it pretty much
behind Caleb.
Yes.
I might be able to find a B-roll of that or something. That is just beautiful.
It is. It is. I can't deny it. It is.
On all aspects, right? Like I'm not looking at the offensive line, so I won't let PJ comment on that.
That is veteran quarterback play.
Yes, Doug. Pitch and catch. It's as top notch as you get.
But as a coach, what you're saying is, or what I say, I mean, I find things that we can improve upon. So again, that's more of my nature. I don't mean to be so negative, if that's what I'm coming across as. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm talking as if I was talk to my team and telling them what we can improve upon.
Oh yeah.
Wow, what is up, Derek Carter? Thanks for joining us tonight. Joseph Archer, he's asking, do you guys think that Braxton Jones can play left or right guard since he's not good at left tackle? What do y'all think? Or is it a good idea to move him or put him as a backup for left tackle? Bear down. I don't think he can play guard.
Not at all.
No,
I think we need to figure out. I don't think so either. Yeah, because we're finding out that apparently he's top heavy. He doesn't have the best base, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Correct.
maybe you just. I don't know if you can draft a left tackle with your first round pick this year. Maybe you.
I just gotta.
let it.
I have to give. I'm sorry, Carl. I just got to give a slow cap to Billings on that last play, because again, me being negative, I got to give credit to a 350-pound man running to the sideline like he did, chasing the quarterback.
PFF said that Billings had a bad game, by the way, so that's not going to show up on the stat sheet. So bravo to you, PJ.
Love it.
I don't know if you can draft a first-round left tackle in this draft, whatever the first-round pick is, right? Maybe you see what you have with Karan, you let that situation play out in camp, Karan wins, and you trade Braxton. I don't know.
Yeah. I think Karan is our left tackle of the future.
Yeah, Walt thinks so as well. I mean,
yeah,
that he was. They probably thought he was a second-round talent, and they drafted him. What? It was a third-round pick.
Yes, sir.
For anyone
injured, third-round pick.
For anyone that wears glasses, my mother-in-law used to always swear by used dryer sheets.
Yeah.
For cleaning your glasses, and I just started doing this, I don't know, a month or so ago, and
Yeah,
she was right.
Talking about a slow learner. Jeez.
Man.
How long ago did she tell you that?
Well, I forgot about it. I don't think I wore glasses at the time she told me that. And then my wife reminded me, and she handed me one of these, and I was like, oh, my God, because I'm always complaining about it.
Is it used or fresh?
It's used.
Oh, okay.
It has to be used.
Should I turn that into an audio clip?
Yeah, it'll get like probably greasy, right, from the...
Yeah. Microfiber towels are also really useful for glasses, but only before they're washed. If you wash them, they will not clean your glasses for crap.
Shout out TJ Edwards' backside.
Is it me, or has anyone else just think that Trevor Lawrence just hasn't been playing that well at all?
No.
I saw a really crazy stat. Since Trevor Lawrence came into the NFL, I think that him as a quarterback, he has 20 drops more than anyone else.
Oh, wow.
Which is wild. But I don't know. I also don't think that he's living up to expectations.
Well, that drop show, I mean, Edwards didn't drop it off his back.
Joseph
Brian Thomas dropped I think one touchdown and another.
Yeah, he did.
Pass. Yeah.
He butterfingered a touchdown. Joseph Archer is asking, do you guys think that Karana Magaji is going to play this year? He already has.
He's getting thrown in sparingly. I'll show you guys the snap percentages after this, but he is playing ever so slightly.
And no live action at left tackle. Right. He gets his live action.
He hasn't been playing it. Yeah, he's the swing tackle.
The tight end per se, but he's not getting a lot. I mean, when they kneel down, he gets the left tackle.
Yeah, last week he was in on one blocking play. There was like a super jumbo package. He played like a tight end position, and then he had all the kneel downs at the end of the game with Tyson Bagent.
Same way this year. I mean,
kneel downs this week.
No, this week he played like I think right tight end. He was on the right side, and I seen him on there on the play, but then the kneel downs, of course. But
they're just trying to ease him in, Joseph.
Tyson Bagent played 5% of the snaps against the Jaguars. Karan played 8 snaps. 8%, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah,
that means he probably played 3.
No, he played 1 play at that right tackle. Right.
I think it's 2.
2? Okay.
I can find the numbers maybe, but I believe it was 2.
Yeah, because he had 5. He had 5 last week, right? And that was a total of 4 plays. So if he had 8% this week, it would be 5 or 6.
It depends on how many plays they ran, though. It's not
what I heard was that he had just been in the 1 goal line play and out during the victory formation, which I believe was 2 snaps.
Karan played 5 snaps against the Jaguars, according to Pro Football Reference.
I remember seeing him on one play where he played the right tight end, and everyone seemed to go back in pass protection, and he was the only one left on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he's in there in the jumbo package. That's one of the things I really love about what Waldron's been doing is that jumbo package. It's putting
jumbo
Kramer
is like an
in there got
understatement.
people moving.
So I didn't like what Hicks did on this play. Now again, the coaching me guys, so bear with me, because he cheated too far over to the middle.
But he's in like a conflict, right? So he's also playing the
Well, he's not in
the guy who's coming over.
Actually,
on the
Boyd
letter
was supposed
B?
to cover the guy. Byard was supposed to cover him, so he was supposed to move over to our
Byard's
left
on the right
a
side.
little bit more. Say it again.
What I'm saying is, and I haven't seen the play fully. I don't know if we need to see the other angle. But Byard's on the right side. He's got the orange sleeves.
That's what I'm
saying. The guy in the white on the letter B right now, he obviously has a guy on him. But Hicks was essentially playing cover 2 safety.
They both were, yeah. But what I'm saying is,
instead of choosing which one to jump, right, he just stayed in between both of them. He was in no man's land.
No, what I'm saying is, again, Hicks' job, cover 2, you're supposed to cover the our left hash and over. So once the guy get past the cornerback, it becomes Hicks' man. That's why Hicks is over there slow now. had he been over there to begin with a little bit more, he would have been able to cover the play. Again, nitpicking, but that's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
He was over maybe about 3 steps too far to our right. If he would have been over a little bit to the left, he would have been able to make the play.
Yeah. I think, though, PJ, on that one, Kyler Gordon was actually the person that was trying to run down the guy that eventually caught the ball in the corner. And I think that Hicks was holding back where he was side to side because there was another receiver that was behind him, that was behind Gordon, in fact, and he was waiting there. As soon as he saw the ball go the other way, he ran like a bat out of hell trying to get over to him, and he was too far away. But I think he was holding there because maybe he got eye-looked to thinking that guy standing there at the 10 was going to get the ball.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Chicago Sports Podcast? Brandon Hyatt from Chicago Sports Podcast. Go check those guys out, too.
Is his name Trex?
Yeah, Trex.
Okay, yeah. Hello, Mr. Trex. I know a lot of people have been calling him Trex, so I didn't know. 'Cause obviously, they're kind of like a BCP. Yeah. They've got multiple people on their show, so I don't know who's who, but I believe that's Trex.
Trex, yeah. Yeah, Cliff, we'll have Trex on.
Wait, Cliff, are you talking about an actual joint? Because that I would pay to see that.
Like, hey, man.
Hey, what's up, Brandon? Like, how you doing, man? I mean, sorry. What's up, Trex?
Trex.
Like, don't bogart that joint, man.
Brex.
I don't have anything to do with joints. I like my pipe.
Huh?
Who is that gets wide open, Jake 2K is asking? On this play? Is it this play?
I don't know.
Yeah, it must have been the last play. I haven't had my eye on the out for the T formation. Let's see.
The check down?
Oh, that's Rome.
Yeah, but he's already getting sacked.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's.
Yeah, he's already getting.
He feels covered to me, right?
Yeah, because Braxton just wanted to go see Caleb and whisper in his ear or something. I don't know what the problem was. Felt the need to get close to Caleb.
Is that has to be Josh Hines Allen?
Yeah. Jeez.
I was so heartbroken when he signed the contract with the Jaguars. That's one of the players I wanted bad. Oh my god. It's like
this
taking
is another
candy
example.
from a baby.
If Caleb had either sprinted forward and to his left or just gotten the ball out earlier, this is one of the few, again, examples of the rookie quarterback taking the sack by holding it just too long, giving people too much time.
It was a.
No one was open, I don't believe, sir.
Yeah, everything was developed. That was a deep developing play.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and the point is that, yes, that's a coverage sack, but if you looked at where he was, he could have sprinted forward. He waited too long for someone to try and come open.
Derek Carter, I believe what Braxton needs to do is spend a lot of time doing squats to help his base.
He needs to go get one of those booty replacements that one of the talk to Kardashians. Yeah, talk to Kardashians, doctor.
Brazilian Butler.
PJ, are you requesting Braxton to squat on it?
No, not at all.
Huh?
You ain't gonna get me on that. You ain't gonna get me on that timestamp.
Huh? I could still try.
No, I just think he needs to do more squats to help improve his base. I mean, because if you look at him, it's like his upper body is big and strong, and his legs seem disproportionate to his upper body, so therefore they're able to push him because he doesn't have a good base.
What? No super chats?
Braxton needs Diddy, is what Tony Moy says.
Chicago!
Darnell Wright's getting. He's losing that battle.
Oh yeah.
Darnell has to
Oh
take a
no.
step forward.
Judah Tribe. Oh no.
Dude, 33-10. Broncos beating the.
Jeez.
Cliff said it was 33-3. Is Cliff a liar?
With a rookie quarterback.
What's up, Tony Moy? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I think this is like end of the third quarter-ish. In the L22, we're just playing along as we chit-chat.
Man, Alvin Kamara had a bad day for fantasy.
What's up, Laz?
He's in the red zone. Hopefully get some garbage time.
What was that, Pryor? What was that? That could have been a 50. I mean, that could have been a holding call. Thank goodness they didn't call it.
Holding happens on every play.
Oh my God, Josh Hines Allen is in coverage. Look at 41 at the bottom right corner of the screen. That's hilarious. Don't know if we'll see it.
Hey, he's a player. Was he the number 1 overall pick, or was that the other guy?
No, Walker was 44 was the number 1 overall pick over Aiden Hutchinson. By the way,
wow.
My life would be so much better.
Who?
My life would be so much better as a Michigan fan if the Jaguars selected Aiden Hutchinson and the Lions got Trayvon Walker.
Wait.
That would be so much better.
Who was the number 1 overall pick?
I just told you, Trayvon Walker, number 44 on the Jaguars, was the number 1 overall pick, 1 spot ahead of Aiden Hutchinson.
Was it 2-3 years ago?
Yeah.
3 years ago.
2-3 years ago. I don't know what it was.
It was 3 years. It wasn't last year.
I'm drawing a major blank on that one.
Yeah.
Do you not understand me, or
did he not?
I didn't hear the player.
Did he come
the player on the Jaguars defense who's starting?
Jesus Christ, what were you saying, PJ?
Did he come out of Kentucky?
No. I mean, I don't know. Oh, Trayvon Walker out of Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Georgia. Okay.
I don't remember him being the first pick in the draft, though.
Yeah.
He was
Jack
selected
because
ahead
when
of
Jack
Aiden
had it 2 years in a row. They got Trevor Lawrence 1 year, then they turned around and got Trayvon Walker the next year.
Who was the pick before Walker?
Say it again.
I asked who the pick was before Trayvon Walker, like what the year before.
Trevor Lawrence, I believe.
Trevor Lawrence was out of Clemson.
No, what I'm saying is the 1 year Jacksonville got Trevor Lawrence number 1 overall. The next year they got Trayvon Walker number 1 overall.
That's crazy if that's true. That's crazy.
Because
the Bears had back-to-back first picks, but they schemed that.
They sucked that bad that they have back-to-back first-round picks.
I know. I'm having a hard time believing this.
I know. I feel like this is a Mandela effect moment.
Yes. Look, Walt agrees with me there. That's what they did. Yeah.
Yeah, I just got on Wikipedia, which is, again, not the most trustworthy source, but Joe Burrow in 2020, Trevor Lawrence in 2021, and then Trayvon Walker in 2022.
Huh. That one's a total, it's one of those memories that just totally went out of my brain.
Well, I remember that draft distinctly because I remember them talking about there was no top quarterbacks in that draft. Because I think that's the draft that Pickett with number 20 as a first quarterback.
Yeah, the 2020 class has to be just the worst quarterback.
2022, right?
Long time. I'm sorry, yes, 2022. Yeah, so the way that the 2022 draft went down, the first offensive player selected was a tackle, the tackle on the Panthers, actually. And then the first skill position was Drake London at 8. Garrett Wilson at 10, Olave at 11, J-Mo at 12, and the first quarterback selected was Kenny Pickett at 20 overall.
That guy, memory, boy, I'm telling you, just like a steel trap, man.
So wait, the first pick in that draft was the tackle that went to the Panthers?
No, Shorty, for the 1000th time, Trayvon Walker, the defensive end out of Georgia, was the first overall pick of the 2022
I thought you were talking about the next draft.
No.
The next draft, Bryce Young was the first pick.
Yeah, with the Bears pick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, PJ, we know that was a fleece. I
Yeah,
just poked the bear.
You know I ain't gonna agree with that one. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna agree with that.
My honest reaction.
Give it to us.
Let's see. This is the Keenan Walker touchdown, I believe. Yep.
That was a beautiful throw, too.
Tevin Jenkins, by the way, what are you doing, buddy?
What's up, Judah Tribe? He says, Bajan says he wants to win championships. I believe the kid. I genuinely feel he's better than our QB.
Well, he's our guest next week.
He will win championships as the backup.
Judah, I'm going to be nice, but you're the only one who picked the Jags to win last week.
Yeah. And, you were wrong. Bad.
But that was a beautiful throw on that fade. Oh, my goodness. That was a beautiful throw.
I mean, Bajan will get a Super Bowl ring the same way Steve Fuller got a Super Bowl ring.
Hold on. Can we go back to that touchdown, Shorty? Please.
Yeah, watch Tevin Jenkins.
I thought he did a great job. Did I miss something?
You did.
Because I thought it was a dual block and he pancaked, or not pancake, but just.
So, maybe you're right, but why would you call a dual block and let the defensive lineman naked? Because Braxton Jones is getting the left linebacker.
Misassignment.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute.
You can see Tevin. Shelton is trying to get to that guy.
Okay.
And that's why this guy is just naked standing in front of Caleb.
Okay.
He got it. If you look at it, the B-roll, I think he throws it through his hands, by the way. But
now, let me say this. What I would say on that is I appreciate that he actually blocked somebody as opposed to not blocking anyone, although it's a wrong guy. He's wrong. And I'll tell him about, make sure you know your assignment. But at least he just didn't do nothing.
Yeah. But, man, that was a beautiful throw.
The defensive man can't defend that. He just can't.
Yeah.
Just beautiful. I mean.
And look at how he got it just right over his hands.
Can you show the other clip as well?
Right there.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
The route is awesome from Keenan Allen.
On the previous play? The previous version?
On this play, the previous view of this.
Oh yeah.
You get to see the route, right?
Not really.
Yeah, sort of.
It's excellent. He gives him the little do-si-do, and then he makes the cut. It's awesome.
Up, and then he's free.
Look at he's already sprinting to the pylon, and he's just starting to turn his hips.
Yep.
That's why you pay the guy the money. Think he's overpaid.
Great
injury
ball
history,
placement.
whatever you want to say. No. That's why he's here.
Beautiful.
Great ball placement.
That ball was a place where no one but Keenan was going to be able to catch it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Perfect pass.
Jeez. Sure was.
That's your over the shoulder. Just absolute piece of art. There was nothing anybody could do.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Beautiful long snap, by the way. Beautiful long snap.
Worthy enough to be a special teams player of the week.
That's a fact, PJ. That's a fact.
That one
However,
was nice.
I will say, and Patrick Manley backs me up, that his last long snap on the field goal attempt was actually Cole's fault that he missed the field goal because he snapped it too high and he snapped it with the laces in the wrong position. The other time, Manley said every single other time it came right back. It was a little high, but it came back with the laces exactly in the right position. He said that was the only one that you blew it.
Yeah.
Tell you what, coming from Manly, he would be the man to be the man to say it.
Yeah. That was funny. I really sort of enjoy watching Cole win his own show. Yes, it's a CHGO production, but it's actually not on the CHGO channel. It's its own channel. It is, however, a Cities Network thing.
On what network, Doug?
What? No super chats?
Yeah, that one.
Chris Williams looked impressive on that one. All right.
Yeah, he's been looking pretty. For a second,
those trades were awesome.
There was one play I was watching. I was like, "Is that Tommy Harris?" No, that's not Tommy Harris, because he just has kind of the same build as him.
Yikes!
All right, man. You know.
Yeah, PJ, we cannot let that slide.
I wasn't the play. It was just the way that he was running after the guy. Just the number.
Still not good enough. We can't let it slide.
I thought Chris Williams was like a heavier guy. He seemed
sorry. Say sorry.
I'm not apologizing.
No, I'm not doing it. No.
No.
Watch the pen. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Give it to us. Wait, pause.
He has no rhyme or reason to any of this. He's just like, it's time to push buttons.
Shorty, you're the one telling me to do this in private chat. I don't know. I'm just doing my job. What the fuck?
Is this the interception? Yep.
God, Josh Blackwell's so good. I should buy.
Why don't you tell us? Why don't you take 5 minutes to tell us, like in that 4-way text, just how much you love Josh Blackwell?
Well, I'd have a Josh Blackwell jersey on right now, but the BCP check bounced, so you're gonna have to talk to me about that after the show.
Oh man, it bounced.
Yes, chat. I am confirmed biggest Josh Blackwell meat writer on this ecosystem here.
Okay, can we timestamp that one? I mean, we just
please, 2:17:45. I got you, PJ. I'll make it happen for you, brother.
You're gonna be sitting there with your finger over the button.
Yeah, we'll get you a clicker. All you have to do is click it. It'll have a macro, and it'll just play that audio bite.
Every time he goes to open his mouth, I'll mute him, and then you play it.
That's it. I'm gonna need a raise. Chat, we're gonna need some super chats.
What? No super chats?
Twice nothing is still nothing.
I love that defense, man. I love this defense. I mean, rallying to the ball, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just love it.
That's the coolest part. We came in with essentially a full backup secondary, right? Aside from Kevin Byard and Jalen Johnson. Obviously, Kyler Gordon started, but Kyler Gordon then got injured. It's
Great
so
catch
good.
by commit.
It's so good.
That was kind of a bad throw.
It's like they're best friends already.
This is the play I meant to ask you on, not the other one. When I asked, was it designed, the first touchdown? Of course that was designed. I was thinking about this one. This one designed?
No.
He's just blocking, right? And then he's like, oh, he's scrambling.
He sees Caleb either in his peripherals or something.
Yeah.
Man.
This is the kind of play I've always wanted from my quarterback. Like, just find a way to just get open. He'll find you. You know. When he's on the run like that.
Incorporating hero ball into an NFL offense.
Yes.
Should we take a break from the All-22 and look at the MSRP of baby oil again? See if that's gone up or down.
Good job of Doomsday on the block, though. Way to stay with it, man.
Yeah.
Locking downfield. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
But also, that's Caleb with his feet pointed out of bounds, with his face pointed out of bounds, jumps up and throws across his body and hits Komet with absolute pinpoint accuracy. That's not a quarterback like we have had on this team in a long time.
This was the 5th touchdown. Wait, whoa! They actually showed it like they showed in the actual real All-22.
Oh, the scoreboard?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a beautiful block by a rookie.
Yeah.
God,
know, right?
that
What's
would make
going on
life
here?
so much better.
Right?
God, but they take it away from us. Biden's America, am I right?
It's because they played in the UK.
Oh, is
That's
this
why.
not bare their souls? I'm sorry.
Okay, so on this play here, how could we have scored a touchdown? Pause. Had Komet sit up there and forced a block sooner, then he could have went to the outside of him.
Yeah, that was my confusion. I mean, there's a verbiage that I'm not familiar. It's like one guy you get around, two guys you go through, right?
Yeah, if he would.
That's what he's doing, but
no, he didn't seal him.
I mean,
he didn't seal him to where, because the guy who actually he's blocking actually is part of the tackle. Had he forced the issue a little bit more, then DJ could have went to the outside of him. Again, I'm nitpicking.
You're saying instead of Komet going outside towards the pylon, if he just cut it up.
Yeah, if he goes to initiate the action more.
Yeah, I agree.
Because by stringing it out, you allow the second defender to come in and help make the play.
Because if you want to nitpick it, they didn't get a touchdown here.
Right?
Oh, no, they did get a touchdown, right?
No,
he
it was called a touchdown, but then they said he was short.
No, but I mean, on this drive, did they get a touchdown here?
Swift,
absolutely.
Yeah,
okay. Swift went in.
This was the one rushing touchdown.
Yes. Oh, right. That would have been the fifth touchdown that I was getting greedy
because the Bears didn't punt after the long snapper got hurt.
Right.
Correct. There, I'm a Gajias. He was in the
that wasn't a 2-point conversion.
He played two plays because I remember seeing him on the right side on one. On this one, he's on the left side. So he's playing.
TJ, I told you that. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Karan played 5 snaps in this football game, and 3 of them were the kneel downs.
Yes. So one right tight end and one left tight end.
Yep.
Correct.
And
looks like trash.
That
it was a terrible rep.
Yeah, that block.
Awful rep on his butt as well, just like last week when he got tackled by Mercedes Lewis.
Is that your guy who knocked him down?
Joshua?
Yeah.
Josh Allen, MVP of the NFL, offense and defense, first player ever. Oh, that's a joke.
He's like, this is where I'm supposed to be, right, guys? I saw you guys playing against the Colts.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have asked for Josh Hines Allen, like when the coaches are shaking hands. They're like, hey, let's get a trade down. We got to get this Josh Hines Allen.
Now, which one was just re-signed?
Josh Hines Allen. Josh Hines Allen signed a big, fat, juicy contract, and it broke my heart this offseason.
Oh, okay.
Because I wanted him.
Yeah, he's impressive.
223, 50, 45.
Now, keep in mind, it's not a rumor, it's just speculation from fans, but Trayvon Walker has been underperforming. He's number 44 who got juked by Caleb on the tight end touchdown, the first touchdown. He's a player that maybe is going to be traded. So the Bears, if they need help at defensive end, he might be the guy. I don't know. But how much do you want to give up for that player?
Defensive end. I think we
not
need
anymore.
No, we need someone that can be better than Chris Williams at taking over for Zach Pickens while Zach Pickens is injured. That's really the only thing I can see that we desperately need.
This Judah Tribe guy in chat's getting out of hand. Oh my god.
Yeah, I blocked him.
Yeah.
This is Doug's birthday stream. Is that his wish? Are we granting his wish on his birthday? I would be very much happy with that. But it's not my call.
I just personally blocked him because now you will notice this is the Don Burr syndrome where when someone is so negative and so out there coming out with extremely stupid hot takes that they realize no one is listening to them, so they create a different username to come in so that they can try to get around and force everyone who's blocked him to listen to them. Yeah, that takes about 2 seconds to block you again, Judah. Sorry.
Ghost, Judah, I've never personally blocked you. I think Walt's blocked you once before.
Now it's time.
I've never personally blocked you. You know I've talked to you about this. That's your warning, dude. Keep it cool in chat. We don't want to hear any of this crap you
Is this the same
insulting
guy?
people.
Is it? I don't see the ghost no more. Is that a different account?
Pal's going crazy. He probably just renamed it, or maybe it is a new account. I don't know.
This is it. There's no more touchdowns in this game.
Sure.
I think
there's a missed field goal.
Yeah. I thought that was going to be intercepted. Watching it in real time.
You had a good play for it, but
yeah, back to Trevor Lawrence. He hasn't lived up to that first pick in the draft, has he?
Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised given that Peterson's his coach. I thought he would do better with him.
Yeah, me too. And they got Pedersen. I thought that was going to elevate his play.
Yeah,
I mean, look what he did with Nick Foles.
Correct. Where is Nick Foles at anyway? Is he out of the league now?
He retired.
He retired? Okay.
He was celebrated with the Eagles this season, or will be. I can't remember. He may have been at the Monday night game. I can't remember. Against the Falcons.
the thing that absolutely amazes me is that Joe Flacco is still playing.
I know.
At a high level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew.
He's not terrible when they put him in.
As long as you don't have to move
He's
him,
a
I guess
straight
he's all right.
passer of the ball upgrade to Richardson. Currently.
Is he playing over Richardson, or is Richardson injured?
Richardson had an oblique injury where he could have played if he needed to, but they chose to sit him for Flacco. But now Richardson's back taking the first team reps, so he will start this weekend.
Iceberg, sorry, Peach. Go ahead.
No, I was just wondering, do you guys think that Flacco can actually teach Richardson a thing or two?
I would sure hope that he is already.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
At this point, he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He is like a fountain of riches.
He knows where to put the ball.
Yeah.
Iceberg saying he didn't think Lawrence was that good in college. I mean, he was like, his freshman year, he won the championship. Second year, and then he kind of fizzled out.
It kind of reminds me of the Caleb Williams thing, right? Like, I think it was the second year where they won the national championship, I think in 2020, right? Because he was drafted in 20... I don't know when he's drafted anymore.
He reminds me of Sunshine from Remember the Titans.
Anyway, it's like Caleb, where he had a really good sophomore season, call it. I don't know what it was. But then he had to stay one more year because of the NCAA rules. He couldn't declare for the draft. And that year he wasn't as good, but he was already declared the number one overall pick going into that season.
Well, I never thought that Joe Flacco was great. I thought that he's sort of like Brock Purdy. He's a competent manager of a decent offense, but he does not bring anything overpowering to the table with him. However, when it comes to guys who have won Super Bowls, Flacco is not the least likely. What I've always said is, if Trent Dilfer can win a Super Bowl, anyone can win a Super Bowl.
I will say that if Booker keeps on the trajectory he's going to be a player.
Oh
yeah, yeah. He's in the game now, isn't he?
Yeah.
J2K had a really cool stat. I think statistically, Austin Booker has more pressures than Max Crosby.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. No, it's obviously not. It's an apples to oranges, right? Because Max Crosby's probably getting double teamed, if not triple teamed.
Yeah. And Booker is getting very few
statistically
snaps.
I'm disappointed.
Very small sample size on Booker.
I'm disappointed in the Sweat, though.
I'm not.
He's getting the triple teams.
Well, on this play, what are you doing? He's okay. I'm gonna be quiet because
let's watch this play one more time. Was that Josh Blackwell on a nickel blitz?
Uh-oh.
I'm getting the goddamn jersey, gentlemen. He's over Sweat's butt. He's over Sweat's butt. Yeah.
Can we timestamp that, Jordan? Talking about he's over his, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Well, let's watch the bend.
Bend. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Better than being over his butt.
Huh?
I'm personally a big fan of the Think About Fish and Spaghetti.
It's Chicago.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if Sweat is hurt or not. I wonder.
He was. I mean, he's probably got something that's lingering. But he was on the injury report for a couple weeks, where he'd be, out on a Wednesday, limited on a Thursday, full on a Friday.
He's not looking the same.
Cat 6 fish.
Sweat and Darnell Wright are both playing through injuries. I think that we've got to at least admit the fact that even though they're playing a little bit under, that they probably are going to be getting better as the season goes on.
And we're gonna take a look. If we want, we can look at the rosters and their snap percentages. I think that Sweat is low. Like, I think he's around 50% a game. Where we saw another, I think it was the Jaguars. The Jaguars were in a 4-3, and their defensive ends were playing 75%.
Yeah, I don't see him getting double teamed. He's just losing.
The alignment says he's double teamed. He did not get chipped. So, who's the PBU by? Josh Blackwell. I'm buying the jersey, gentlemen. I have tweeted the Bears multiple times asking for them to allow
jersey. You're getting in vitro done.
There was a pressure. All right, good job, Sweat. Finally,
define in vitro for my ignorant self.
Finally,
you're gonna try to have his butt babies.
There we go. Thank you.
Oh no, that's Cliff Victoria. That's his job.
Walt
should I say Don Burr?
So Walt says Sweat is 67.3. I don't know
for the season. I'm talking about recently. I mean, we'll have to look at the. Do I have that?
Sweat has a ankle, toe, elbow injury. Ouch.
Ankle-telbow? There's an ankle-telbow injury?
Man.
Yeah, Iceberg Slim, I have the exact same thought as you. Jalen Jones and Josh Blackwell are worth their weight in gold. I said
what did Jalen Jones have? 12 tackles or something?
All Jalen Jones did was come in and start in place of Tyreek Stevenson, and that's the last we heard of it. It was a non-factor, essentially.
Well, they didn't target him much either.
63.6 for this game, Walt is saying, Carl.
I don't know if I updated it. I feel like hold on. Yeah, Montez Sweat against the Jaguars, I wrote down 65%. I think I referenced Pro Football Reference if it matters. Pro Football Reference will tell me the percentages over the entire course of the season too, but I have not looked at that. But so DeMarcus Walker, in comparison, DeMarcus Walker played 74% of the snaps against the Jaguars.
I don't like that.
So with our star defensive end playing through injury and getting less than half of the snaps, where is this defense ranked? 5th?
I don't have the statistics on where they're ranked, but
somewhere
I have to imagine
in that
it's
range.
A top 10 at least unit.
Yeah. I mean, this is a stifling defense that hasn't given up more than 21 points in how many games? And we're worried that our star defensive end isn't being as much of a star as we think. As soon as he starts feeling better, boy, no one's going to move anything on us.
Mm-hmm.
I admit, I'm nitpicking, but that's what I do.
No, PJ, you're doing absolutely what you should. You're looking at where we can improve. And trust me, that's what Flus and every single coach is doing after every one of these games. As much as they're also saying you guys are doing a great job.
Yeah.
Total defense, the Bears are ranked 7th.
7. Okay.
292 yards a game, 10 touchdowns allowed.
Good combo block. Tevin did a bad job of connecting on when he moved up, but him and Shelton did a good job on a combo.
I think the Bears also have the best point differential.
That was a holding call that they didn't call on no Mercedes Lewis.
Holding occurs on every snap in the NFL.
Literally.
It's just a fact.
Yeah, but that one was really obvious, though.
Yeah.
Thank goodness they didn't call it, though.
You know who's number one defense in the league for total defensive yards allowed average?
Is it Pittsburgh?
Titans.
Oh, wow.
Steelers are 8th, right behind the Bears.
Whoa, hold on. Carl, you're quiet on that, bro.
I showed you my eyes. Don't hit a man while he's down. Now, does that mean that Tavondre Sweat is the all-pro defensive tackle or nose tackle?
Hold on,
I don't know about that. Hey,
Hold
PJ,
on, bro. Hold on.
I hope you're getting ready for this footage. We're gonna watch all the footage after this. I'm
I'm
not gonna let you go to sleep.
Now, hold on. He gave me a hard time about Tennessee not being that good.
Record?
Now,
Record?
Watch how the ball
Record?
comes out.
I don't care about the Adam Mason spreadsheets. I'm sorry, Adam, you caught a stray. I don't care about the spreadsheets. What's the record say? They're 1 and what?
But who's the best defense, though?
The Bears.
Okay, all right.
Wait, ask the question again, PJ. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, okay.
It's Chicago! It's Chicago!
Watch the bend. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Scottish Bear. I knew there was a reason I loved you.
The top 10 defenses in the league only have 2 NFC teams. The Bears at 7 and the Giants at 10. Wow, that's crazy. The Lions are 13 at 329 a game yards. Vikings 14th at 330. Packers 18th at 338. Oh, Commanders 22nd at 354.
I'll tell you something, though. The Giants having the 10th best defense in the league ain't helping them win games.
Yeah, I mean that's just how many PFF fan or people are Titans fans.
Hello, Emily Rose. Thank you for hopping in the chat. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yes. Thank you for joining us.
We're finishing up the L22 here. This is pretty much it, right? I mean, what do we have left here? A minute left, yeah.
Yeah, I believe that we have the victory formation here.
Oh, should we get to the Tyson Bagent Niels for Judah Tribe?
Might as well. Show Goldilocks when he comes in. That's my new nickname for Bagent, Goldilocks.
Oh, here we go.
Let's watch the Quran Amagaji snaps here.
Hey, we have a Bill Murray sighting.
Bill Murray and Karan Amagaji. Look at that.
So instead of dressing 9 this week, I guess we only dressed 8 offensive linemen.
Actually, that's exactly what happened. They asked the head coach Eberflus about that, and he said, we felt that dressing 8 would be the best for this week.
Yeah. What do you
He's
guys
handling the situation with Nate Davis very well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I will note, just to answer Derek, yeah, you do need an offense, and you would think that with a $50 million a year quarterback, you might have an offense. Gee, I wonder what happened there.
What are we talking about? The Browns?
No, the Giants.
Just joking.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah,
that was horrible. I have no defense on them signing Daniel Jones like that.
Well, Daniel Jones is making $40 million a year, and now the best quarterbacks in the NFL are making $60 million a year. So it's not
ridiculous.
Tragic.
It's ridiculous.
Justin Fields is making $3 million.
Yeah, but because anytime somebody like Daniel Jones makes $40 million a year, it makes the Aaron Rodgers of the world have to make 60.
Yeah.
It's freaking
Welcome to the
ridiculous.
NFL.
I'm going to
Welcome
say
to
it
the
one
NFL.
more again. I have to say it. No one player should
Iceberg.
make more than 10% of the salary cap. Give it to
Iceberg,
us.
you are right. The footwork on those kneel downs was amazing. Iceberg.
Shit, fuck Green Bay.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Well, do you want to go over the your spreadsheet here and get the everyone start giving us your score predictions for this game?
No, not yet. Because
Oh
I
wait,
can't
we're on a
track it.
bye week. You can't.
Yeah.
It's a bye week.
No, that's wrong. We can do whatever we want. I have 2 score predictions. We don't. Maybe the panel doesn't have to give it now, unless Doug wants to while he's on camera. Unless he's back next week, I don't know. But Scottish Bear says that he thinks the Bears will win 42-21, and Antmass said he thinks that the Bears will win 30-15. So if you want score predictions, give us a couple minutes. I mean, Shorty, you can drive with this. I mean, you can look at this and do whatever you want with it. So if you guys want to do score predictions, I would be happy to track them.
I would say we can do score predictions, but we should be able to revisit them next week.
Yeah, I say let's wait till next week to do them because the whole
Yeah.
I got to see what Washington does this week.
Okay, I have Iceberg Slims. Everyone else, maybe just keep it in your pants. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, we'll do it next week because I do like this though. Look at me. Look what we're starting to build here with everybody. This started off with I don't know 8 people in here. Now this is growing. Everybody, it's kind of cool to see everybody what everyone predicted and how close
it's growing. Pause.
That's what she said.
Timestamp.
I didn't know it got that
42-10.
Yeah.
Nah, PJ, let's just stick with the 3 that you and Foster gave me in the first 35 minutes or so. I'll stick with those.
I bet you will.
Huh?
I bet you will.
So Braxton Jones, 95% of the snaps. Tevin Jenkins, 95%. Coleman Shelton, 95%.
Let's be honest. They played 100%, right? Because the 5... All you have to do is reference Tyson Bagent. If Tyson Bagent played 5% of the snaps, he only played kneel down. So 95% is 100% aside from the kneel downs.
Yeah. True. Karan getting in there. DJ Moore, 85. Keenan Allen, 80.
Rome, 80.
That usage from DeAndre Swift, I don't know if we want to look at what the Redskins are doing, but DeAndre Swift feels like he's going up in usage, which he's playing better as well. So, J2K with a famous comment: "Paint by numbers offense." I love it. J2K, did you come up with that, or did you hear that from someone? But that's probably my favorite quote from you.
Oh, the Commanders?
Yeah, no, the Redskins.
Oh, sorry, the Redskins.
Mirror speed.
We talked about this.
Name.
Yeah. We're just going to keep calling them the Redskins?
I swear to God, it would help us gain traction because that's what the fans want. I showed my girlfriend a picture of the Commanders' Twitter, and it had a picture of a throwback player with the Redskin logo on their helmet, and the entire comment section was, "Bring it back." So,
I'm kind of disappointed in Noah Sewell.
Hold on.
I feel like that.
Real quick. All they got to do is call them the Redskins again, but make their logo a little red bud potato.
that feels rude. I'm not gonna lie. Literally, like the applicable Indians in that scenario are saying we want the notoriety for this team back. They feel bad, like hard done by it.
So,
weren't they the ones complaining about it to begin with, though?
No, it was the.
No.
It was the woke
get us
culture.
in trouble. I don't want to get us in trouble.
Fair enough.
Let's
let's not get into
focus
it
on
then.
Noah Sewell. PJ's questioning Noah Sewell. Noah Sewell has a very high usage as far as his special team snaps. I feel like I have to get that for this argument then.
seemed like he was just seemed like he was playing. I thought he played pretty well in college. I liked him when he was coming out, and for us to get him in the 4th or 5th, whenever we did, I thought it was pretty much a steal.
I just think Noah hasn't had a chance to really get out there and do much because oftentimes we only have 2 linebackers out. They do play the nickel a lot, so they've got they're not even using Sanborn as much as maybe they would if they were playing other sets.
True.
But I think Noah probably is proving his worth in practice.
But Amon is getting more snaps than Noah is.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's-
Noah Sewell played 46% of the special teams snaps, and Amen played 63%. So you are right, PJ.
And
Get an amen.
Special teams.
yeah, I just because Amon got a sack, and
Yeah.
I'm like, where's Noah at?
Who is
I still
Amir
feel like-
Speed?
Yeah, that was a fun one, right? So that was a really confusing thing. Do you guys remember a name, Roe Torrance?
Yes.
Roe Torrance recently got dropped from the Bears practice squad and they signed Amir Speed. Well, then Tyreek Stevenson got hurt, so they had to bump up everyone. So Amir Speed was the backup. He was playing the Jalen Jones role.
Yeah, he got elevated from the practice squad just for this game.
Just like Tavarius Moore
Right,
did. Yep.
because we're down. We were down.
Yeah, the elevations for the Jaguars game never showed up on the Bears website, which is, I think, what confused some people.
Yeah.
I think they ought to move the roster to 55 players and have all of them dress. And if a guy is injured or something like that, just bring somebody up from the practice squad. But
I
yeah,
think that the
that's all.
NFL Player Association really messed up by reverting that third quarterback, emergency quarterback rule. I think they got it perfect, and they reverted it, and it was stupid.
I say dress, increase the roster from 53 to 55 and have 55 players dress every week.
I don't understand why in hell they feel like they have to keep the actual number of players down to 48 on each side.
See-
It makes no sense to me.
See, I'm going to try and explain what you're looking at regarding their defensive line the best that I can, and I'm not going to do a good job.
What's up,
But-
Raging Oracle?
The
Hey,
players
Raging.
closest to the position at the bottom of the screen are the starters. Jonathan Allen got hurt, but how can their starting defensive end only play 19%? It doesn't make sense to me, but
Starting defensive end.
yeah, that Dorian Armstrong guy, that was the percentage of snaps that he played against the Ravens, and I don't believe he got hurt. But I don't know.
Maybe they switched to a 3-4 or something.
Yeah, their alignment is all messed up. Like
I know
on
they
paper.
run a 4-3, but I'm just
Right.
wondering. If
And
they-
according to CBS, who broadcasted the game, that was their starting lineup. And I didn't fact check that. I'll be very honest with you guys. But afterwards, the players behind it, Newton, that Jean Baptiste, I can't pronounce these names. Those are the backups according to the Commander's unofficial depth chart. So it's a bit of a guesstimation here, but that just looks screwy to me. Essentially, it's like you're like having them be a true rotation, right? They're all shifting one to the left and one goes to the bench like a hockey rotation. It makes no sense to me.
it seemed like they had Jean Baptiste playing more than Dorns.
Oh, shit. You know what I messed up on this? Mikey Sanders still is a rookie, but he's also a national champion. Just want you guys to know that.
I gotta appreciate his fandom for Michigan. I gotta appreciate his fandom. I'll tell you that. Gotta appreciate that.
Chips
I
Ahoy
saw-
boys. Chips Ahoy boy is. I went to high school with and known him a long time. He's like he's such an Illinois fan that he's like, man, I can't believe that you have a Michigan fan on your channel.
Walt believes
Sorry.
that Armstrong got hurt.
Well, that would make sense because he only played 19% of the snaps according to the Commander's website. But I can tell you that Jonathan Allen tore his pec and he's out. That's why he's in red.
Yeah, Jonathan Allen.
And for the record, Mike Sanders still is supposed to be a slot cornerback. But again, there's some shifting of the BS going around. This Benjamin St. Just guy, I think, is their cornerback number 1. And he
What
was
round did
obviously-
he go in?
I thought Mikey went in the 3rd round. I don't remember, though. I can tell you when Will Johnson's going to get drafted in this upcoming draft.
Who's that?
It's Will Johnson. Will Johnson is the guy who clamped Roma Dunze in the national championship game. Will Johnson's a top 5 pick this year. I'll bet PJ's social security number on that one.
You should bet
I
one
know.
of you should bet one of Foster's. He's got plenty of them to give out.
I know he does. That's why he had to step away. I wasn't supposed to say that, though. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Maybe.
Yeah, Walt saying that Allen had a rib injury.
Not Allen. Armstrong.
Yes, Armstrong. Yeah, Dorn Armstrong.
Yeah,
yes.
Jonathan Allen tore his pec. He
Yeah,
got surgery. He's out.
I'm not too worried about that defense either, J2K.
Well, what? They're 22nd in the league.
Yeah, 22nd, allowing 354 yards a game. 17. They've given up 17 touchdowns.
I might look like I am gonna get egg on my face here. What do you guys see from this wide receiver core? Yes, J2K. Mikey is playing as outside cornerback. He actually got an interception against Lamar on the first drive, playing outside back or cornerback.
That outside of Scary Terry, there's no one.
Right, exactly. So that was a point that I saw on Twitter was as long as the Bears stack the box against the Redskins and cover Terry McLaurin, they should be able to shut this down. But I took it one step further and said they need to find a way to contain Jaden Daniels so that he can't run outside the edge and kill him with his legs. On top of stopping Terry McLaurin, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And
now,
we need to keep
if I was a defensive play caller, I would love to just tell Jalen Johnson, hey, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to listen to the calls. You're going to cover Terry, and that's it. But the Bears don't do that, and I hate that.
Do we know what's going on with their left tackle? Because I see they're basically split reps there.
Could have been an injury. I don't know. Fun fact, I believe Cornelius Lucas is a Bear. Was a Bear, I'm sorry.
Oh, they got Nick Allegretti?
Yeah.
From the Chiefs?
Potentially. I don't remember where he's from.
They got
the Chiefs drafted him. I believe
they
so.
got the center from Wisconsin that played in Dallas.
I loved Luke McCaffrey coming out of the draft.
He's their slot, I believe.
That'll be interesting. We have another week to talk about it, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
How are we gonna look at this graphic for as long as we have and not reference Colson Yankoff? That's a fucking all-time football name.
Colson Yankoff. I wonder what nationality that is.
Where are you guys looking at?
The tight end. I'm sorry. The reason it's orange, PJ, is because he's an unrestricted free agent, and the Blues are rookies.
Oh, so they got Ben Sinnott out of Kansas. Okay.
This is the Bears Country podcast draft. Oh my god. Luke McCaffrey was a name. Ben Sinnott was a name.
I was not aware
Mikey
that
Sanders still.
I wasn't aware that the Commanders had Marcus Mariota as their backup.
I wasn't either.
He didn't start with a team. He was a more recent addition. I think they got Sam Hartman as a undrafted free agent, and he was there. And then there was another name who I put down, and I simply got rid of it. If you go to the inactives, he may have been an inactive. I can't remember.
I mean, I remember that. What was it? The 2018 draft, 2017 draft? I don't remember, but when Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota were the two surefire, they were going to get you to a Super Bowl next year quarterbacks. Yeah.
I never thought that about either of them.
So
how was the first name? Jameis Winston?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like Mariota at all.
I didn't like
me either.
Those guys.
How much money is Tyler Biadasz is making? Anyone know?
Nope. I'll figure it out.
The center for Washington.
Tyler Biadasz only signed a 3-year, $30 million contract, so he's making $10 million a year.
So
3 times or more as much as Coleman Shelton. So he should be 3 times the player, right?
So all I'm saying is, could we have signed him as opposed to Coleman Shelton? What was that Doug B that was having that conversation?
He was on the Cowboys, right? And now the Cowboys' former coach is the head coach. So maybe the Bears never had a chance at him.
Well, I doubt that simply because the head coach is on the defensive side. So I think
There's
Bears
still
probably
rapport there, in my opinion, but
yeah, some, but I
It's
don't think it's a
water
slam
under the
dunk as
bridge.
if they would have been on the same side of the ball. Just my opinion.
and in the exact same breath, Mr. Coleman Shelton has a lot of familiarity with oh my God, Waldron, and vice versa. So
Yeah.
it's water under the bridge, gentlemen.
Until it becomes an issue.
And I think you've got to realize that Poles
Ryan Bates
really thinks that he has put together the best O-line that he has managed to put together since he became a general manager. He's very proud of his moves, and I think he thinks that he's got a very good, deep offensive line.
And
I don't think he's looking to try and do wholesale changes.
And I think that he's done everything in the way that he's done it to. This is going to be he knew this was going to be his offensive line draft.
Yeah.
And he's
Coming
got everything
into,
else in
like
place.
this year.
Yeah, going into this next draft. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only annoying part is that the Bears probably didn't anticipate picking top 10 this year, and that's the only time that you're going to get a quality tackle. So they might think the world of Braxton Jones, and that might be blowing up in their face, but maybe they really also believe in Quran. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know about.
Well, we still have to face the fact that our defensive end spot is questionable for next year because
Booker?
Not Book. Well, I don't know if Booker will be starter ready next year or not. I don't know, but
Maybe they projected him to be that, though.
Taylor,
I think he
will be a free agent.
Correct.
And yeah, I don't know.
Who will be?
Darryl Taylor, who's like
Number
5
52.
sacks away this year from getting a really huge contract, in my opinion. Because he's flashing, man. He was such a good acquisition. Was he the 6th or the 7th? I feel like he was the 7th. No, it was flip-flop. He was the 6th round pick, and the 7th round pick was Chris Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the 7th.
Boy, when I look at Verse, though.
Yeah.
What about
That's
that
a player.
record? No, that's such a bad comment for me, right? Like, the Rams lost their starting wide receivers in the first 2 games. Like, that's unfair to them.
Yeah.
It's still funny. It was still funny. I thought it was.
I'm just saying, that Verse, man. Whew.
Yeah, me and Nick mocked Jared Verse to the Bears in a trade-down situation.
Man, that's where I was at.
I gotta say, I'm not.
Let's
as
go back
worried.
and do it all over again. Let's skip on Caleb Williams. Ha!
I'm not as worried about defensive end because A, we've got Booker developing, and B, we've got Chroma back on the practice squad, and I really think that Chroma is going to be good.
He's doing the do-si-do. He actually got signed to the Patriots. I think he got elevated to their 53, and now he's back. We got rid of Travis Bell, which is depressing, but whatever.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, we can
I
get
ain't
him
been following
back
the
later.
Black folks anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we've got his phone number. He'll be back. That's how that goes.
Yeah.
Where did Travis Bell ever end up?
He's currently on the street, to my understanding.
It's Chicago!
So he got plucked off our practice squad and then cut?
So he got plucked by the Falcons originally, right? I don't know if he ever made last year. I don't know if he ever made their roster or what happened. But then he came back very recently. Now he's gone.
Adam Mason's in the chat saying, well, you can't trust that Carl guy.
I can't trust an Adam Mason who can't spell my name correctly when it's on the screen. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Carl.
What he's trying to say is your name is really spelled with a C. That's why we can't trust you.
What I'm trying to say is...
What, no super chats?
Watch the bend. Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
Shit, fuck Green Bay.
I'm having a good time, chat. I'm having a good time.
I need you to, start chiming in, getting Carl Holding things out of the norm here.
Excuse me?
Incorporate them.
Carlton is his real name, and he's untrustworthy.
PJ, I'm going to get you a Christmas present. It's going to be a clicker. You're going to click it one time without doing anything with your keyboard or the computer or otherwise. Click the button. It's going to mute me, and it's going to play that clip of me saying that I'm the biggest Josh Blackwell meat writer in this ecosystem. Merry Christmas to you.
3 minutes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
3 minutes? Buddy's off the gummies. We've been live for 3 hours.
Or 3 hours. 3 hours.
There, Foster. Foster's in the chat at least.
I hope you're next.
Carl, look at JCK. Don't make me say what I'm not going there. I'm sorry.
You see.
Well, guys, let's wrap this shit up because it's been 3 hours. I gotta go to bed.
Okay.
We got a bye week this week, which is perfect timing because I get to work on this Florida property a little bit.
Which allows me to take a moment to say, for those of you who are still trying to recover from the disastrous hurricanes that hit Florida, am I not mistaken, parts of Georgia, North Carolina, not the last 2 hurricanes. You guys who are rebuilding, man, Godspeed with you. Hopefully everything goes well, and hopefully you get everything up and running soon.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, PJ. I agree.
How is everything down there?
It's. I had a clip I was gonna play. It's only. Let's see. The park is like annihilated, man. Everyone. I don't know. So this is a 55 and older like modular home community, gated modular home community, and I just don't see how I don't see how people are going to recover from this. Like, just because every single place is just their carports ripped off, their roofs ripped off. We have 2 roofs. We had a shingle roof and then an aluminum roof on this house. And the second aluminum roof got ripped off half the house, took the whole lanai with it, took off the front like awning, some of the carport. But I mean, we're fortunate compared to everybody else. It's some of the places, like just hearing about people that, like one woman, her entire roof collapsed and she has nothing. She has no money and nowhere to go, and just things like that. That's just.
I don't know if you guys' communities at Walmart give you a chance to donate for the disaster relief. I would strongly encourage you guys doing that. Help out if you can, because that's a tragedy. I thank God. I don't live on the coast like that, and I haven't experienced nothing like that. So my heart goes out to the ones affected. So when you can, please give, help them out.
Yeah, you can make donations to BCP. We'll make sure it goes to everyone.
PJ, you were saying that we were going to bring Foster and make a direct donation to Shorty by fixing his house for him. So I don't know if you're being a chicken about that.
Well, you were supposed to pick him up.
No.
Yeah, you were supposed to pick up
I have
Foster.
an issue with my phone. Foster said that he was going to drive to you and pick you up on the way to Florida.
No. You were supposed to pick up Foster. I was going to meet you in Indiana. Then we was going to head down and help out Shorty.
This is unbelievable.
I don't know. Foster says he's stuck on the floor now, which I only got stuck on the floor back when I was drinking, so I don't know about that.
Is that a sex position? Stuck on the floor?
I don't often
out his back.
or didn't often have sex on the floor.
He's
You're
at
missing
home.
out.
He's at home and having some back problems, so laying on the floor is probably stretching out his back.
Chat, how can we coax PJ into saying he blew out Foster's back?
That won't happen.
I need a clip. I need the audio clip.
Oh man,
Shorty, can
Blue
you do
Foster
that?
on your back? What?
Can you do that? 3 hours, 4 minutes, and 20 seconds. When Carl said that, please?
3 hours, 4 minutes.
But he's scribbling on the paper with a crayon like this.
Yes, man.
This is pretty much what, like, this is the common sight.
Roll the clip.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
The whole entire roof is in the front yard.
Yep.
You're saying don't take, huh?
Yeah, because that's if you put that on there, Helping Hands comes and they take that aluminum and then they use it to they recycle it and then they use it to put it back into the community to help people.
Good. Good. Neck and back is what Foster's saying. Laying
What
on
about
the
his
panel.
pussy and his crack?
But look at
I
this.
need to stop.
Look at this. Look at this house.
Right?
Now look at this house.
Unlucky.
Wow.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
And then that one's
Like the Camaro, though.
that one's in perfect shape.
Is that
What's
Bumblebee?
this plate? What's the light? Bumblebee.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Just chaos. You know.
Yeah.
Is that Foster on the bike?
Yeah.
You gotta give it to Carl. He is pretty quick. Yeah, you gotta give it to Carl. He is pretty quick there.
In more ways than one. Pause. 3:06. 3 hours and 6 minutes. I got you, PJ. You don't have to worry about that. I got you.
Yeah. If you had storm surge damage, I guarantee you the entire house would have been, 50, 80 feet away somewhere. And where your house was, there would have been a boat. So,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So where you guys at there? You guys don't have to run the risk of flooding. Am I correct? Or how does that work?
We were actually not in the storm surge zone.
Okay.
I mean, we were, but
you're far enough away.
yeah.
Is that
There
an
was like
open
a-
lot?
There was like yeah. My wife's like, this house is gone.
Well, can you give me an advance on the check? I'll forego the Josh Blackwell jersey and just buy that lot.
You got to be 55 and older, dude.
Hey, you gotta feel bad.
Foster said that he'll give me one of the socials. I got that all lined up. I just need my check.
What are you saying, DVD?
I say you gotta feel bad for old people down there who are Tampa Bay Rays fans. They don't have a stadium. The Trop was not built to ever have any rain come down in it, and there's no drainage in there. There's nothing. Everything that came in terms of water sits until they go in and vacuum it out, and they can't get a roof on that thing and get the structural members fixed in time for next year. They may be the Oakland Rays for a couple of years.
Yeah,
that may be the only way to do it.
Could you imagine if they were
have to worry
playing
about the playoffs?
I was going to say, can you imagine if they were playing in the playoffs?
They'd have to play in the Marlins Stadium.
Yeah. But yeah,
that's a tragedy. That the lack of floor planning on that is just come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
A lot of them are so old that they just come right apart. There's a whole section where
the Rays haven't been around that long.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the houses.
No.
The
Trop was built earlier, though. Tropicana was built. See, I was living in Chicago at the time, and it was built in order to get the White Sox to move down to Tampa Bay. And the White Sox just decided, screw that, we're going to rebuild a new Comiskey Park instead. So we're talking the Tropicana Field existed something like 10 years before they finally got an expansion team. It's that old.
Yeah.
I never knew.
I remember. I remember
they would build a stadium like that, like in preparation.
Right. I've driven past it. I'm like, man, that thing looks. That is the ugliest, oldest looking stadium.
Yeah.
It's no wonder it's. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we'll be back next Thursday after bye-week weekend. Enjoy your football Sunday minus the Bears. I know it'll be rough. God, the season is just cruising by, isn't it? It's like every game feels like it's 20 minutes long. What's up, Calvin Canterbury? Bear down. Every game feels like it's 12 minutes long. It's like all of a sudden the game's over. It's like, what the hell happened? So now we're going into, week 8 by the time we play another game? Wow. It always amazes me how quickly the freaking season passes by so quickly.
Third of the way through.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Mr. Mayhem. And all the rest of you guys in the chat, thank you guys for joining us. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for chiming in. Next week, we'll be doing the record prediction. We're not going to really do it this week. So we'll solicit your predictions come next week.
PJ, we could
Score
decide
prediction,
this
you
off stream, obviously, but we did say that we were going to do a breakdown of where we thought the quarterback rankings were.
That's what we're doing next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do it this week, so it's got to be next week. I'm
Yes,
very
sir.
much down for that.
Don't have no all 22 to review next week, so that's what we'll be doing.
Well, we do. We don't get to sleep after this, right? We're going to watch every snap that Creed Humphrey has taken this season, right? Because you're showing me a good center, like it or not.
Well, okay. I actually got to go over my grandson's tape, so okay.
Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Calvin Canterbury hopping in with us late. Mr. Mayhem, good to see you. Adam Mason, good to see you again.
J2K, appreciate your brother. King Pookie Nation was in here.
Yeah, he was.
Iceberg Slim.
Iceberg, good to see you.
Tony Moy stopped by.
Emily Rose.
Ron Winarski.
Ron.
Raging Oracle. Walt from In the Huddle, Chicago. CB Sickles.
Derek Carter.
We had
Greg B was hanging out with us.
Don Burr and Cliff Victoria were both here at the same time. What a surprise. Wink, wink.
We had Emily Rose.
Emily Rose.
Yes.
We had Scottish Bell, Tony Moy.
Judah Tribe in here working everyone up.
Oh my God, it's Doug Van Dorn's cat.
Bearski.
Keep reading enough chat. Paulski. That's
Gray.
right.
Say hi, Mr. Gray.
That's some beautiful pussy you got there. That's a beautiful pussy you got there.
312-05. Got it.
Hold on, let me do it better. Doug, that's a beautiful pussy you've got there.
Thank
I'm
you.
cutting the Doug part out.
Yeah.
Funny stuff.
He's my boy.
I may have to switch. I may have to switch the camera.
J2K, I spell it Gray in Mr. Gray, but when I call him Gray Boy, somehow or another in my head it's Grey. Don't ask me why.
Yeah, I hear you.
His full name is Charcoal Octavius Gray.
That's awesome.
Derek Carter was in the chat.
My dog's name is Azzo, Azzo. But his official name is Azzo von. What? God, I can't remember what it was. Azzo von Bubsy Ganuschenheimer. No, Doctor Azzo von Bubsy Ganuschenheimer, and he's got it
downhill real fast.
Doctor because he's got a doctorate. He's got a doctorate in cute.
It's Chicago.
Watch the bend. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Archer, thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Yes. Let's get back to the chat here. Only XYs.
Tin Pan Dog was in here.
Wait, what?
Oh man.
What?
Yeah, I'll have some egg rolls, some Tin Ping Dong, and
That's still a classic right there.
What? No super chats?
Tin
What?
Pan
No super
Dog.
chats?
I absolutely love that. Laz, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yes.
Foster, we miss you, man. The show's not the same without you.
Yeah.
Illinois
Agreed,
Jones.
Foster.
Creighton Wilfong. Minister Charles Johnson.
Wait, is Adam Mason still in the chat? I had this PFF stat I wanted to show him. It's on the screen if you get a chance, Adam.
Munoz.
Jay Grizz. Jay Grizz. He used to be in chat all the time with us. As soon as we have him on the show, then he just pops in to say hi. And then
He said he had his 15 minutes of fame, so he's out.
yeah, he was like, I got
my 15 minutes of fame. Holla.
that we really
You can't do Jay Grizz dirty like that, man.
that we really turned him off. He's like, man, that was I can't hang out with those guys anymore.
Well, Doug didn't show Jay Grizz his beautiful pussy, so maybe that was where we went wrong.
Scottish Bear, thanks for hanging out with us.
Everett was in the chat.
Brew
Gerald Everett was in the chat.
I don't know about Gerald.
Jeremy Munoz. We said Cliff Victoria, right?
Yeah, Don Burr. We acknowledge Don Burr.
Scottish Bear. Eduardo Isaac Rodriguez Eme. Minister Charles Johnson, thanks for hanging out with us.
Chips ahoy, boy.
PJ loves a good Johnson.
I'm actually thinking about doing fish and spaghetti.
Carl been referencing me and all these weird stuff, man. I don't know.
Just to make one quick comment about my little pussy here. There was one time that Zsa Zsa Gabor was on the Tonight Show, and she came out and she was carrying her cat, and she came out and sat down and was sitting there petting her cat, and Johnny Carson was looking at her like, what the heck is going on? And she looks up and says, would you like to stroke my pussy, darling?
That's a clip of that.
Yeah, well,
Carson's 3:16 on the dot.
Carson's comeback was, if you get that damn cat out of your lap, sure.
It's Chicago.
Yeah, can't tell what Greg does to watch this show.
If the scrotum fits.
PJ was all fired up and foaming at the mouth.
Man, I gotta take the keys away from this kid.
It's,
STC Scott, Ant Miss, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Don Burr.
King Buki World.
It's King Buka World, not Buki.
Okay.
Unless you're calling him your Pookie.
It was King Pookie. There's King Pookie Nation and King Buka World.
King Buka World's in the chat now.
Adam, my special PFF stats on the screen, Adam.
They're Adam and Carl love fester.
He says, man. This is a synchronized PFF. We got to end the show, gentlemen. It's time.
That sounds like that sounds like something that you guys need to talk about on Twitter. You guys have a great night. We'll see you next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Until then, enjoy your weekend off from Bears football. Let's end this shit. Oh, happy birthday, Doug Van Dorn.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday.
We got to give it. We've been practicing this. Come on, let's give it our best. PJ, ready?
It's your birthday.
No.
Oh, dang.
Doug, you have to give your honest reaction of this after they do it.
Saying his name. Come on, let's do it.
Doug
Van Dorn.
Thank you. Thank you.
Happy birthday, man. May you have many, many more.
Yes,
thank you. And
Happy
I
birthday,
am
VHS.
going to take on everything 69 for the next year.
I love it.
You're a liar. You told me this was your 23rd birthday for the third time in a row.
Yeah, well.
Next time,
damn it. I was wrong. My bet is not going to pay. You screwed up my parlay. You know.
Next time you go out to a restaurant this year, Doug, just when the waitress comes and gives you whatever you're eating, and you'll go, I'll take that with a side of 69.
J2K, this is not the mic. This is a water bottle. This is the microphone.
Doug, thank you for hanging out with us on your birthday. The pleasure has been ours.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Always
Doug.
appreciate you coming on with us.
Yes.
And let's end this shit out of 1, 2, 3 Bears. We'll see you next week, guys. 1,
bye,
2, 3 Bears.
Bears.
Uh-oh.